Hello, it's Archie Luxury, and welcome to the Archie Luxury channel. This is the greatest YouTube watch channel with drama added, spiciness added. It's all here, it's all happening. We are going to have fun today. It's all here. The fun is fun. And I got to tell you something, guys. It's been a great show. Uh, I got to tell you, what have I been doing, guys? I will tell you, I've actually taken a little bit, I've been careful. There's no point watching the other streams, negative comments coming in and stuff. And I got to be totally honest with you. There are many people in this space who, they don't really want you to do well. They just, it's kind of, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's a lot of negative comments there. People I've helped in the industry, they stab you in the back. And I got to be totally honest with you. It's pretty damn fucked at times. It's I want to go to Malaysia. When do I want to go? I wanted to go 16 March. I got to be honest with you guys. It's tough. The world is tough. I will be coming. It is tough. The world is tough. And I will be coming to Malaysia after. So I got to tell you, it's an interesting demographic. It's an interesting thing that I work in. I do the streaming. We're going to first super chats. Super chats. Patel Philippe. $5. Do you feel I should replace all my Pateks with Purnells? Now, there's only one person in the Archieverse who would be who you should consult, and who is that? CB. So I actually went to CB and said, "Hey, CB, what's the go?" I'm just checking my phone. I'll tell you what he said to me. CB said to me, "Purnell's nice, but do not keep value." That's what he said. And he said Purnell makes a very nice tourbillon. So yeah, that's from he's the guy who would know, because he loves his independence. He loves independence. He loves independence. He loves MB&F, Urwerk. He loves those brands, and Purnell is kind of like that. But to be honest with you, there's no way. See, I think it's a bit of a it's a big ask to try and do that. It's a very big ask. Big ask. Big ask to do that. So NATO, it was a great show yesterday. Let's keep the momentum going. You betcha. You betcha. So, guys, I got to tell you, what do I think the situation is? Let me tell you. Let me tell you my own opinions. What do I think? I think at the moment, guys, one thing I find coming up in a lot of my feeds now, I'll just bring this up, is, oh, we got a super chat here. We got super chat from Patel Philippe, $5. G. Varghese voted the Urwerk UR 230 Polaris one of the best watches of 2024. Pull her up and tell us your favorite watches of 2024 too. Excellent. Excelente. I got to tell you. So it's an interesting thing. Let's have a look here. Urwerk UR 230 Polaris. Okay, let's get this. So this here is a fucking amazing watch. Urwerk 230, and it's the Polaris. That's the white ceramic fucker. Yes. You know what? Out of whack. It reminds me of the out of whack. Let's bring that baby up on the screen now, baby. Let's get that baby. It is beautiful. Look at that there. Beautiful. Look at that. Fuck me dead. I love it. Actually, I'm not a big white person. It's like buying a car with a white interior. I mean, I don't mind it in a company car, but fuck. How do you hide the stains? I just got my good friend CB. He's got, oh yes, so beautiful. He's got just sent me the photo. He went. It's yeah, what can I say there? It's Urwerk. What do I think of this? I actually like it. I do like it. Fuck, I like it in the white, actually. I fucking like it. How much is this baby? Holy fuck, 150 Swiss. Holy fuck. 150. Fuck. That's yeah, that's big bucks. That is big bucks. Forbin Colossus, normally he says some nasty shit. Urwerk is the sound of often heard when a man is about to vomit. Yes. What can I say there? What can I say? It's beautiful. We've got Patel Philippe, $5. So you have zero opinion on the LB guys saying the Purnell's good for keeping value. Luxury Bazaar guys, it's good for keeping value. Fuck me dead. Come on, guys. They can't be serious. They couldn't have said that. I don't believe that. Come on, Zeal. The tan Zeal. That's ridiculous. They're going to be good for keeping value. Fuck. Do you believe that? Do you seriously? Fuck me dead. These Purnell. So I got to tell you, the Urwerk, what do I think of it? I actually like the fucking thing. Now let's go and have a look here. Purnell watches. Let's have a look. What the fuck are these Purnell watches? Is Purnell a luxury brand? Let's have a look. What does Google say? Exceptional watchmaking is well and alive. What does Purnell means? Meaning the rock. Who the fuck owns this shit? Let's have a look here. Purnell watches. Let's see what does Wiki say about this. Founded in 2017. Fuck, that's not that long ago. Purnell was a Swiss watchmaker founded in 2017 and has headquarters in Rune 80 in Switzerland. What's that? Someone's flat. The company founded in it produces manually wound tourbillon watches. Their movements are designed by Eric Cordray, who also invented their Spirion system, a highly complex triple axle tourbillon. The company is known for creating Escape 2, a watch with 2-axis tourbillon systems. In 2021, Purnell partnered with France Football to create a pair of watches which were awarded to winners of the Ballon d'Or in 2022. They became official timekeeper of AS Monaco. AS, what's that? That's the club in Monaco. In March 22, it partnered with Ready Made to make a set of watches with straps made of recycled fabric from World War II military surplus. Purnell has also partnered with Italian footballer Fabio, greatest defenders of all time. So, fuck, the problem I have with this company is it's too fucking new. It's too new. It's too new. That's the problem. Yeah. What do you say about that? Fuck, I don't know what to say, man. It's Purnell, this company. I mean, look, I think the watches themselves, what do I think? You'd have to have fucking rocks in your head to buy this shit. You'd have to have rocks in your head to buy this shit. We got another super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. Given that you had an entire movement take you off Wikipedia, I found an alternative wiki site in your WhatsApp. Please read on air. Yes, of course we can do that. Let's get it up. Get it up, baby. Let's get this baby up. Wikipedia, everybody wiki. Oh, fuck, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. That is a great idea. Fuck, what is this? Before we do that, let's just play a little bit of a dedication. A little dedication before we get into the mood. Here we go.
Today I was excommunicated. Archie's viper eyes came out and his pupils dilated. He said I was a cunt and that I burnt him. But what he forgets is all the money that I earned him. And I am employed by you, and I never signed a contract. You can't always have it your way. Tell me, fuckers, what do you think of that? Ah, fuck you, Archie, I'm over it. Have you had your cry? You punters have gone walking. 'Cause you're an ignorant guy to try to talk to you, but you never want to listen. Go over the top when I give you a little bit of constructive constructive criticism. Now I guess you won't hear this song, Archie, 'cause I blocked you. But someone else in the group will forward it, so I'll make sure it gets to you. Archie, I won't be back. Take away my wrench, 'cause I don't need it anymore. Since Archie Leave the door.
Fuck you, you cunt.
Fuck you, Archie, you fucking miserable cunt.
I don't know.
That's nice. That's a nice thing from Surdy Danny. How are you, Mr. Goldberg? How are you?
I'm good, but I can't say anybody ever wrote me a poem or a song. You're like that
Well,
woman.
I'll get Crappy onto it. Crappy!
You're like that woman that the Beatles just can't get over.
At least you're not mentioning the woman who would do anything for me again, Mark.
The mysterious, the wonderful, the incredible Dr. Wang, who you had me call. I really didn't believe you when you had me call her. I really thought it was, just more like
Hey, that's okay,
Archie
Marky.
juice traps. But no, she was a real woman. And
Marky, I'm kind of in a quandary at the moment. I don't know what I want to do with my life. Do you ever get like that?
No. I do not. I'm a little past that point. I'm a little far in. I'm in the fourth quarter.
Well, Marky, I'm not far behind you. Let me give you the drum.
All right.
I keep getting feeds from YouTube about how tough the IT industry is. Fuck, these are young people who actually know what they're doing who can't get jobs. What chance do I have?
Well, IT is all outsourced, isn't it? I mean, you got to be from Belarus or somewhere like that in order to get them.
Marky, it is really tough. Let me say that to you, okay?
How's Loudmouth Tim doing?
He should just concentrate on his rentals and his laundromat. You know what I mean?
What do you think about what do you think about opening a laundromat?
In Australia, everything is expensive. You'd have to lease premises. You'd have to get equipment. I don't know anything about the business. All I can say is I'll probably be ripped off severely.
Loudmouth Tim can be your consultant. Let me let Mikey in.
Hey, this is a Wikipedia for everybody. Let's have a look at see what they say. Paul Pluter. Paul Pluter is a rail advocate and an Australian YouTube personality under the name ArchieLuxury. He produces, edits, and uploads his videos from his home in Brisbane and throughout Asia. He is famous for revealing leaked information to media and via his YouTube channel about issues within Queensland Rail. Dubbed foul-mouthed YouTube celebrity and luxury products expert by Coconut Singapore, Pluto maintains a channel on YouTube. His videos have accumulated over 40 million. Now that's years ago. Pluto, who predicted the October and Christmas Day rail fail, said major reforms were needed to improve public transport in southeast Queensland. Wow. He runs a YouTube channel called ArchieLuxury channel. This YouTube channel is known for black satire comedy, wristwatch, watch reviews, and travel reviews. The channel has received over 40 million views and 40,000. Well, that's how long ago. They've now got 70. He caused a media controversy when he criticized the high cost of staying in Auckland, New Zealand in 2017. What can you say about that? He was also on a Thai Airways plane forced to carry an emergency landing. He captured footage of the incident. There we go. Look at that.
You were prohibited from flying Thai Airways after you upbraided the captain for almost killing you. On your way out of the airplane, you screamed at the pilot.
Well, it's actually that. Yeah, that was. Yeah, it is
one of your finest moments. I've heard you scream at Apple personnel at the Apple store. I've heard you scream at Heathrow Airport personnel in the airport. I've heard you screaming about Queensland Rail. Therefore, I think like TGV and Federico ought to be really honored. They're in very good company, don't you think?
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
What you doing, Mikey?
Just checking out Mrs. Wilkinson in the chat seems to be needing help. I'm not sure exactly what about, though. I'm trying to figure it out.
She was asking me about cats. But
she's got a problem about a cat?
Yeah, that's what she said, but I don't know much about cats. However,
Yeah.
I do know about this super chat that we're looking at.
Oh,
Here we
there
go.
we go.
For Daft Nagus, £5. Who do I have to thank for the wrench? I feel like I've been knighted. I will cherish this wrench for the rest of my life. All hail the pontiff.
There you go.
Oh, the rest of your life, or until Archie snatches it away from you in a fit of pique.
Exactly.
whichever comes first.
Yeah, but you'll get it back eventually.
That's true too.
regardless.
Might cost $20 or $30, but we'll get there. Don't worry.
So I got to tell you, Marky, my good friend Marky,
Hmm.
I want to show you something. CB has just sent me a beautiful picture. He came home from being his travels,
Mhm.
and look what he gets out. Seriously, I want you to tell me 5 non-identical Pateks. Let's have a look at this.
5 identical Pateks.
Look at this. Fuck. Which one would you want?
Ooh, that's a nice little collection there.
Oh,
Look at that. 5712 in the back in steel. He's got
I'll have the gold one, please.
no, that's a 5726. 5712 is in rose gold. He's got the Aquanaut. That's the grenade. The grenade.
yeah.
And he's got a 5905 and a fuck off. Look at that perpetual calendar with diamonds.
Wow.
And Patel Philippe, $2 says CB knows my pick is the 5271p. That's the diamond perpetual calendar chronograph.
In platinum?
Ooh, platinum too. Wow.
I'm thinking. Isn't that what the P stands for, Archibald?
I think so. Maybe
Hmm.
that'd be my guess.
You know, Archie, it isn't a job that makes you happy. It isn't financial security that makes you happy. At the end of the day, it's not even a woman that makes you happy. It's having the right watch collection. And this is what we strive for our entire life. We in fact, we sacrifice women and financial security and job security. We sacrifice all of that for a good horological collection like this. So obviously this is the secret of life right here. And CB has to be a happy man.
I agree 100%. I've so sacrificed so many critical things in life to get my watches.
Watches and cars.
Other luxury items that are completely unnecessary, but they still drive me. They drive my life. You know,
Porsche, Patek, and you can put pussy somewhere, way down the line there. Especially for
3 Ps.
Super chat.
Super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. Show us the 2024 Lange Datograph Perpetual Luman and give it your thoughts for Fat Wide Big Ben. 2024 Perpetual Luman.
How big is it? Perpetual.
Fuck, watch out. Watch out says in the chat, says, I guess JJ and Curly aren't doing a stream, hence Mike the Snake is here. You know what? Fuck you, dude. I've only gone on to JJ's a few times, and I've never gone on to Curly's stream except maybe once, like when he very first started, and I'm not really knowing like his intentions.
Mikey,
this was way back.
Why do you throw gasoline on fires?
I don't know.
Why do you fan the flames?
I don't know. I
Look
guess
at this,
just
guys.
occasionally
I can press start.
I get cold.
Here we go.
Getting to warm up a little
It's a
bit.
flyback.
Everybody.
I can press it anytime.
Go ahead. Look at there.
Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
The chronograph hand.
Langenson. Wow. You know, I don't like green watches. Sorry.
No, that's the loom, Mikey. That's the loom. That's the loom.
Oh, really? It's
That's
green
why it's
loom?
called that's why it's called a lumen. A lumen.
Lumen. Lumen.
Wow.
Lumen.
Then that's actually pretty cool. I'm just not a fan of green watches.
Then don't ever turn the lights out.
Yeah. Well, I got an orange watch and I got black watches and
I got a green watch, Mikey. I have 2 green.
I know you do. You got.
And I have 2.
I'd gladly wear your watches, but if
I have orange watches too. Okay, super chat.
Here we go.
Super
Sam
chat.
Davidson, £5. AC3. What Patek does the devil wear?
Ooh, good
Deville.
question.
What does Satan Deville wear after all?
You know, I think the devil would have to wear a Patek, a Lange, wouldn't he? Devil would wear a Lange.
No, he says what Patek?
What Patek?
6006. You know, the black dial.
Well, answer me this: does it have two pushers? Because the devil has a couple of horns. We need pushers, don't you think?
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes. I love it.
Hmm.
In one of their perpetual times, or shit, won't even comment. I don't know enough about the complications to
complicate yourself.
to
Okay.
be in the conversation. Yeah.
Mike, when has that ever stopped you? Come on, let's be honest.
Never, but
Don't let it stop you.
sometimes I can actually check myself and
Check yourself.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's the difference between you and me, Mike. The difference between you and me is I can't stop myself ever.
Yeah, that's like me at the grocery store, man. I just walked out of there and just spent $122 fucking dollars.
You know what?
Oh.
We need to hear about that, but I do want to mention that CB has a point here. The devil wears Prada.
Devil wears Prada, a Prada Panerai. Yeah.
There you go.
There's a point.
There you go.
That's a good point right there.
Yep.
Mrs. Wilkinson says that Mr. Wilkinson is a dog lover, but I think you should get rid of him and take me on instead. You'd be much happier.
There you go.
You know you want it.
We have another JT, $2. Congrats, Mike the Snake, for remembering to use the good mic.
Fair point.
Yeah. Yay for me.
It is a yay moment. There is no high pitch whining. Did we get through this then?
Yeah, the Lumen.
But you didn't give us your thoughts for Fat Wide Big Ben about this watch. What do you think?
What size is it? Is it like big, fat, wide?
Oh, Lange's pretty
size-wise?
big there. They're like 40 plus.
Are
I'd
they?
say
Okay,
40.
cool. Right on.
It's absolutely beautiful stuff, you know.
Love the date. Big fat date. Big fat wide date.
This is a very, very busy dial. I can't say I really like it that much. I mean, it's beautiful, and I do like it, and it's a Lange song. I mean, you can't not like it, but the dial's just too fucking busy, man.
Well, it's kind of skeletonized from what I can see. We're looking at like a sapphire dial. So
Yeah.
I think we're seeing the movement there. Archie, correct me if I'm wrong, but also could you hit the flyback button?
Yeah, the flyback that
Watch
resets
this, guys.
it. Look,
Do it again. There you go. But it keeps running.
no, that's exactly right. It's what a flyback does. It'll
Exactly.
reset it and start again. That's what it does.
Can you
Otherwise,
stop
you
it
could
at
use
in
stop.
vertical?
You could stop it anywhere, Mikey.
Okay.
But it
But
keeps running.
that's your second hand, like when you're walking around daily, right? Do you use that as your second hand?
No. That's the chrono running.
Okay, so does this have a second hand in one of the subdials?
Hey, it's broken. This one's busted. Hey, Marky, I can't stop it. Look, I can reset it. If I stop it, it keeps stop it. Stop.
Well, hit the stop button, not the flyback. There you go.
But it still does.
What you have is you have a stop.
I gotta send this one into the watchmaker.
Oh my God! I wonder, what do you think that service would cost?
Yeah, huh? Whew.
What do you think? 2,500, 2,300. I'm guessing, just for like a normal service.
We got a
If it
super
were-
chat. Tell Philippe $5. Sent you the Devil's Patek to your WhatsApp. You did a video on it years ago. Let's have a look.
Let's see what it is. Hey, Tan.
See, fat big windbag Ben has got an 8-inch wrist, so he can pull off a big watch.
Oh yeah, cool.
ArchieLuxury, and welcome to the program. And today I'd like to talk about yesterday. I went to a Patek dealer. It was my birthday. I was doing some window shopping, and I went to a Patek dealer, Hourglass in Brisbane, who's they're the official Patek agent in Brisbane. Brisbane town, and I, because of my, my media profile, my fame, they very kindly showed me some beautiful blingy pieces. There was a pair of Piagets, and there was also a Patek Nautilus in white gold with diamonds, absolutely covered in diamonds. And the sticker price on this piece here was $300,000. $300,000. And I got to be honest with you. I took my my Patek off. I took my Patek off, and I put on this Nautilus. And the Nautilus itself, there, it had a 324 SC movement, which is very similar to my white gold Calatrava, which is using the 315 movement. Basically,
wow,
the 315 movement became the 324 movement. It progressed, but it's basically the same movement. And I got to be completely honest with you, I didn't feel the Nautilus was 10 times the watch. I mean, a current model 5127, which is similar to my 5107, it's about $30,000. That's for a white gold on a leather strap. And I suppose this is what makes it special, is that just because my Patek Calatrava doesn't have diamonds all over it, doesn't make my Patek any less a piece compared to this $300,000 Nautilus. And I think the real thing is, me as a watch collector, it's not about the jewelry, the bling factor. No. I'd much rather be discreet and completely stealth.
The irony.
It's the fact of the movement itself. And I got to be honest with you. Yeah, it felt really good to have a $300,000 Patek on my wrist. It felt fantastic. But the only problem with it was that it wasn't a perpetual calendar chronograph. That's right. That was what's wrong with it. This is a watch that is expensive because of all the diamonds and, the precious stones in it. It's not precious because of the movement. In fact, I've got the same movement in my white gold Calatrava. And even if you gave me the $300,000 Patek Nautilus, I think there's many occasions where I'd prefer to have my white gold Calatrava on a leather strap-on. I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you think of this $300,000 Nautilus.
Archie, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay.
That was factory, by the way. Factory diamonds.
Yeah. Now, my question is regarding these diamonds. I've heard the term pavé used for a dial that's just like, completely covered in diamonds. Now, these diamonds here seem to be kind of laid in rows. No, does pavé refer to just stuffing diamonds in without any kind of a pattern? So it's just basically evenly laid out diamonds everywhere, or can this be considered pavé here with the diamonds in rows?
I'm not an expert in the diamonds. I must tell you, Mike, I'm not an expert, but my understanding was pavé diamonds.
Well, it comes from the French word pavé, which means pavement.
Pave, yeah.
This means that they pave the entire
covers everything.
Exactly.
I'm just making this shit up.
I would generally say, Mike, I think this is what you'd call, but the thing is, these are just small little diamonds put in. It adds a fortune to retail, but...
By the way, listening to that old video, is it me or are you like becoming less Australian? All this talking to Americans, I feel like you're losing the Australian accent.
Probably. Yeah, you know how long ago that video was made? That's fucking 11 years ago. Holy shit.
You sounded far more Australian. I think you're trending towards American/British. Okay.
11 years ago. Mikey, 11 years ago. What do you think?
About what?
About this super chat.
Super chat. Here
I
we
think
go.
this
We got
super
another
chat's
super
great.
chat come on the screen here. And this super chat says $5 sent you photo on WhatsApp from a viewer. They are Brisbane Grammar alumni, Tattersoul's legacy member, and avid fan of the channel. Profile, please.
That's a good point. Maybe they can give you a job.
You know,
11 years.
The
I gotta
marketing.
be honest with you, I really don't have any special. I don't really have blue. See, I never was a member of any of these. You do not have any idea how expensive Brisbane? My parents couldn't afford to send me to Brisbane fucking Grammar. That is it's like 30,000 a year.
Yeah,
guys.
but your parents don't have 70 million views. You do.
Look, there we go. We got a code 1159. We got G-Wagon keys. And look at that. A world time.
You know,
With the beautiful, look at that. What the hell is that? That's some limited edition world time. I think that's a special edition.
so really, isn't that the shitter? Isn't that the shitter AP that nobody wants, and that you need to buy it like 50% off retail? Isn't that the one?
I mean, it is still a beautiful watch, but
Is it? You didn't like it when I sent you a picture of me wearing it. I told you that I purchased it at retail.
I know. I remember that. I remember. But the thing is, look. The problem is, Marky, I care for you like a brother. But someone who's that rich, they don't care.
Yeah, fair point.
So, profile, he'd be very up himself, wouldn't he? Ego.
Keep going. More.
Very egotistical. Very opinionated. Horrible. Would you say horrible?
I would like to add, like a couple of. This is the kind of a person who goes to a. This is the kind of person who goes to a restaurant, and orders oysters, and then the maitre d' says, "Very good, sir. How many would you like?" And he says, "Why, all of them, of course." That's the kind of personality. That's the kind of personality you're dealing with here, I think.
I got to be honest with you. Beautiful. Look at that. AP.
I feel like a person like this would have like a putting green all of their own, but yet not golf. But just the pure pleasure. Might have a helicopter pad, but not have a helicopter.
A person who have a baby grand piano in the foyer of their office.
But they would employ,
but not know how to play the piano.
No, of course not. But they would employ a Filipino piano player who would like sleep under the piano and just wake up and play every time they heard, the Mr. and Mrs. come home. Good point. Good point, Mike.
I never really been interested. Like Tattersoul's is a bit of a snooty club for men. It was Tattersoul's was actually a horse racing club, okay? But do you really want to be a member? I don't know. I'll join any club that won't have me as a member.
That's the problem. Wasn't that Groucho Marx? I'd never join any club that would have me as a member. Or was it Woody Allen?
Yeah. It was a great comment. A couple of people have said that. Fella, $2. At MG, which one would you wear to walk the poodles?
Oh, I would 100% wear that AP because nobody would bother stealing it. Nobody would knock me over the head for that watch.
I got to tell you, Mark, I fucking like it. I actually like it. Is that
like
wrong?
Listen, it's on a canvas strap, which is mildly reminiscent of Timex.
The side of it is incredible. The sculpture on the side of it.
Its best view is when you're not really looking at it.
And also, it's got a display back, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember. I don't know, but I do know that the lugs are hollow from the side, and they're severely downturned. So you're right. The side view is much better than the top view. But
the lugs are hogged out. They're hollow from the side.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Anyway, to be honest with you, it's an interesting watch, and when you're wearing it, you don't really feel the weight of it. It really does conform to the wrists, but it just doesn't have the feel of its price. It doesn't feel like its price.
Yeah, that was going to be my comment. Was like I don't find anything really ultimately wrong with it, or anything that I can like outwardly dislike about it, but it doesn't really punch at the price point.
The same as, to be honest with you, I feel exactly the same way about a lot of the, not all of them, but many of the Calatravas. It's just the name on there that justifies the price, and probably the movement. You know, the limited production. So watchmakers are really making this kind of stuff. But
yeah,
that's not what does it for me quite. Give me almost any. I'd rather have a Submariner, which is actually cheaper than this, but has a little more cachet for me.
Well, the thing about the Submariner, it's also more robust, isn't it? Like I'd be honest with you, my Submariner, I wear that, and it's something you can wear everywhere.
You can do anything in that watch. I wouldn't go shooting in this one, but I would in a Rolex.
I don't like shooting. You know that, Marquis?
Parachrome shock absorber. Sometimes I shoot in the backyard. If I, especially if I have some bad watches.
Yes. Yes. You know
anyway,
what I've been addicted to lately, Marquis?
What's that?
I've been watching these. There's a YouTube channel called Outdoor Boys. He goes in camping in Alaska, and he does shit like that. And he's actually a Mormon lawyer, believe it or not.
Maybe he'll get eaten by bears.
Yeah. It's very interesting how he does it, you know. And
I'm not a big fan of the great outdoors. I did sleep at Yellowstone National Park, but I stayed in one of their like sort of semi-luxury cabins out with the bears.
Semi-luxury cabins.
Yeah, they have cabins. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, I know. There. Did you hike up like Little Yosemite Valley or any of that and go to the waterfall?
No. However, I will be honest with you. When I was up in the Grand Tetons in Wyoming, I rode the Tetons by horseback. I let them do the walking.
There you go.
So, and that was nuts because at a certain point, I looked. We're up on a ridge at like 8,000-9,000 feet. I look down and there's an eagle flying below me.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
In Japan, they got things called kites. Do you know what a kite is?
Yeah, they're a beautiful bird, very sleek and fast.
But what they do is, if you're eating a sandwich, they'll come down and steal your sandwich.
we see them on this. They hover. They'll actually use the wind, and they'll kind of flutter flap, and they'll hover. And when you see them driving along the freeway, they'll just be hovering, and they'll be like scanning the ground. And when a little mouse pops up and starts running, they're just like, you just see them like lightning, man. They just go from hovering to target, We've
got some super chats coming in. Panerai Ferrari, $5. I tried on a D1 Milano ultra thin last night, and I was extremely impressed. My wife's colleague bought it in Europe. Please review it. What's a D1 Milano ultra thin? What is that?
I don't know.
D1 Milano ultra thin.
I'll be right back.
No worries there. What is this thing? It's a AliExpress type of thing, I think. It's sort of a... I'm just calling it up.
It's just a watch, and we don't know the brand. So it sounds like a model of a watch.
Oh, they're quite affordable. They look very, very reminiscent of Bulgari. D1. Look at it. It's quite interesting watch here. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Tried on a D1 Milano ultra thin last night and was extremely impressed. Look at this.
What's the price point and size?
They're about 500 US, 700 US.
And are they bigger than 40?
Yeah, these here are, what size are they? Let's have a look. 41.2. So 42, almost 42.
Hey, they look like a pretty bang up watch for $500. You know, the $500 area is like the playing around area. That's where you can, you know, if you get a Seiko, you get a Bulova, you know, $500 is this range here, and in that range, this one seems to punch. It has a nice shape. Kind of looks like.
Patel Philippe is coming back to me now. Another super chat, $5. And what he says is this is in relation to the photos that he sent me before for fella. There's a Patek. And this here, I think is it the minute repeater Patek? It's a 5531. 5531. Yep. World time minute repeater.
Oh.
Holy fuck. You were joking. He owns that? No. No. No, Mikey. Do you realize how expensive that is? Let's have a look on Chrono. $2 million.
Whoa! Oh, jeez.
There's one for 1.1 in Hong Kong. These are all price on request. Price on request. Holy fuck.
Well, man, what are they like super grand complications? Okay, so
fuck.
Does everything, right?
No, it's just a world time and a minute repeater. It dings, ding,
okay.
ding.
Okay.
Minute repeater. That's probably one of the most expensive world times of all time, really, in a modern world time. That's 1.1 million.
I think you're right, Arch.
Holy fuck. So the other one is a sealed one. What's that worth? We got a Patel Philippe, $5. There's a super chat above this if you didn't read it. And then Mark can tell us about Amish chicken pot pie. We'll get Mark to do that. Fella, $2. Mike the Snake, what would a code wearer offer for your modded car?
I don't know what a code wearer is. Yeah. I have no idea. So there you go. Move on.
A code wearer. What's a code wearer?
I have no idea. So I don't get it, fella.
We've got another super chat here from Patel Philippe, $5. You fucked it all up by not accepting fella's offer for coffee, where he had set you up with a full interview as his recommendation for Tattersoul's membership. Thank you. I don't know if I want to join you. Would you join an exclusive club, Mike? I'm not very exclusive. That's the problem.
Yeah, me either. I like luxury things and nice stuff. But an exclusive club, like, I don't know. The only exclusive club that I was considering was basically I chose not to join or even try or even come close to trying.
Good on him. Marky.
Yes, sir.
We got a super chat for you. There's a super chat above this if you didn't read it. And then Mark can tell us about Amish chicken pot pie. What is Amish chicken pot pie?
That's not Amish, it's Amish.
Mm-hmm.
They're Pennsylvania Dutch.
I saw the movie with Harrison Ford. Don't worry.
Oh my God, Witness. Yeah, that movie was called. It was filmed right in Lancaster, where I went to Lancaster, PA, where I went to college. Anyway, yeah, the Amish are famous for their good old-fashioned country cooking and for not wasting any ingredients. So I think chicken pot pie was just it was like a meat pie, but with a chicken and a creamy sauce and vegetables. So it was like basically shove the leftovers into a cream sauce, throw it all in a pastry, and there you have it. That's
We got a
it.
super chat from fella, $2. Mike the Snake, be honest, what's the highest offer you've got?
Oh, I'm not going to discuss finances. Sorry.
Not for $1.99, fellow. Let's get real. Come on, up the ante here a little, maybe.
We got Patel Philippe, $5. Mike the Snake, be honest, what's the highest you've gotten off Hindu Kush?
Pretty high.
Super duper. Jimmy in the chat wrote, is Mike trying to tell us he was approached by the Angles? Yeah. Angles scare me.
Man, I missed a bunch of super chats. Where are we here? Oh, we're at the last one. Okay. Can't hear you, darling.
We've done them, Marky. By the way, that fella has got that's a world time minute repeater.
Do you know what? He told me to wear it. And I was like, no, will not.
Have you met fella?
Well, I just might have. Let's just
say. Is he a nice guy?
I can either, oh yeah, he's a peach. Yeah, super guy. And the reason he asked me which watch I would wear walking the poodles was because he told me to take that one. And I'm like, no, I don't know what it's worth, but I know it's well into the six figures. And,
it's $1 million, over $1 million.
Well, I don't know that he has that one.
One to two.
But he has an annual calendar or a perpetual calendar, whatever it was. It was very nice and very, very she looking. And no, I was not going to go walk the dogs wearing the damn thing. Super chat, $20.
Here we go. Super chat. Patel Philippe, $20. Mike the Snake, this one's for you to take us through the ancient alien theory on the evolution of human civilization. Please take the time to walk us through it. Chingao! There you go, Mike.
Isn't this the theory of Scientology?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I believe it is. We got to look up Xenon.
That is quite a weird. Have you ever been into any weird religions, Mark?
I'm not even into my own. But then again, you know what? Listen, if you think about it, aren't all religions weird? Some are weirder, I grant you, but aren't they all weird? Like, invisible guys doing invisible miracles? Aren't they all weird? All of them?
Correct.
I mean, okay, so the Scientologists have Xenon, but the whole Christian world has Jesus rising from the dead after 3 days. Who knows? I think the thing that makes a religion particularly weird are these high demand religions which demand excessive rule following and then cut you off from your family and friends if you break a rule or if you want to join the club. So I think there's a difference between cults and religions, but all of them are a little weird.
Yes.
I feel like people like men like us, we worship two things: horology and Nana Plaza.
We got fella, $2. Mark Goldberg, please broker a deal between Mike the Snake and I for the modded
But
car.
the problem is, by the way, what school did he go to?
Brisbane Grammar, super expensive.
I think they might have wasted a little of the money because it's between Mike and me, not Mike and I think.
Sorry,
Alexa,
I was on mute.
Is it between Mike and me or Mike and I?
Mike,
I'm here.
Mike the Snake, they want you to explain. Oh, he was explaining alien theory.
I feel like the problem would be that Mike's got a shred of dignity, a fella, and you don't really like buying anything from anybody until they have been.
No, I'm on Clive's bandwagon, man. We went over it pretty in depth on Mark's Mark's stream. About the
Mark.
it's basically
What Mark?
for different one.
JJ Curly?
No, not that.
Well, okay. How much would
anyways.
you take? Like, Mike, what's your bottom line for the car? Let's make this happen. You got
no, I'm not gonna talk about the car or finances. Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, fella, you're gonna have to contact me privately. Mike doesn't like doing this publicly. I told you, because he has a shred of dignity, and fella doesn't feel good until the deal leaves the other guy crying. And Mike, you're not willing to cry to sell that car because you're not in that kind of a rush. So I feel like fella's not going to be the right buyer. I don't think I can broker this deal.
Yeah. Consider it unbrokerable.
Yeah. Would you take 75 for it?
I'm not going to discuss.
Fella, I think he would take 75.
Yeah.
See how close you can come to 75, and then I'll work on him. But until then, I don't know what we can talk about, really. Come up with the 75. We'll talk. Okay. Super chat. There's something next. What's next?
Super chat. Where have you been? We got Patel Philippe, $2. Yes, would like Mike the Snake to explain alien theory, please.
Mikey, you're up.
Okay, well, there are those that believe there's a TV show basically called Ancient Aliens, but the theory is that if you look at evolution and the skulls and the stories they tell over the years, and 50 billion years was this type of man, and 50 billion years was this type of man, and then within like 10,000 years we went from hairy ape to standing up. We lost our hair, we're using tools, we're totally intelligent, and like we're who we are now. And
10,000 years. Mike was like 100,000 years.
Okay, regardless, it was a blink of an eye compared to the rest of all of the other skull, generations. And so some people argue that somebody intervened, like genetically, basically, and they were doing so because the big flood, which ties into a lot of different religions, kind of works if you just switch the word angel for alien, because I think some people think that the older man was more unruly, needed to be eliminated, and so they started a new intelligent race with like Noah and shit, and so it ties into a lot of different religions in certain ways, but that's one theory. There's another theory called panspermia. You ever heard of that one?
Tell us about panspermia. I have a particular area of interest for this one. But Mike, while you're talking, could you talk like real slow? Go ahead.
I'm just going to talk how I talk.
That works for me.
Panspermia is the theory that life didn't crawl out of the bubbling ooze pool that the evolution says life began at. Panspermia says that life came and hit the earth was already existing in the form of like a comet or a meteor or something of that nature, and that's basically what kind of inoculated the earth, and so that's where life originally originated from. That's that theory.
Mike, have you ever heard of the Biavians?
The who?
The Biavians.
No.
Let me ask you: Does this?
I heard of the Vulcans.
No, live long and prosper. The Biavians, Mike. Does this phrase mean anything to you? O con Tenzin.
No.
Okay, just curious. Poor Riley Martin. He had an entire theory about the Biavians. Okay, well, I feel like Patel Philippe, I feel like Mike went into great detail about the bubbling ooze of panspermia.
Well, no, I mean, that was 2 for 1 there.
It was a twofer. It was a double.
That was a double, man.
Nice. Okay, well, you got your money's worth. Here's another super chat.
Super chat, John C., $5. Mike the Snake, any update on the root beer hunt? Did you ever visit the AD? Also, you're one of my favorite characters on the show. Love you.
Thank you. Thanks, Josie. The root beer hunt is been long dead. And honestly, the more I see the watch now, I haven't seen it on my wrist, but the more I see it, like pictures of it, the less attracted to it I am. I do
Could be a
love.
little small on you, Mikey. How big's your wrist again?
Well, I have a largest wrist, just like 7.5.
Yeah, oh, then it might work. I have 7 1/4, and it works.
This is I think this is a 42.
Yeah, that's bigger than because the root beer is only 40.
Yeah. Well, in any case, yeah, I'm not hot on getting a root beer anymore.
Well explained. Super chat from Patel Philippe.
Patel Philippe, $2. Mike the Snake, who was the most famous barber you've met? That's the Kali barber.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, who was the most famous Baba? Did we get an answer?
To my knowledge, it's that guy they called himself Kali Baba. But I didn't know. I didn't go around meeting Babas and stuff. So
I don't even know what's a Baba, Mike. What's a Baba?
I think a Baba is kind of considered like a priest. Yeah, Hindu
okay.
priest.
Oh, I got you. Okay, alien priest. Archie, wake up! Super chat.
Super
Alien
chat.
priest, yeah.
Super chat. We've got one here, fella. $2. Mike Goldberg. And I ate 45 oysters each. I wish Mike the Snake joined.
You know, I'm not entirely sure that it was 45, but I will tell you it was a lot. It was a lot. I think they were sold like 4, and he just said bring them all. So I think, yeah, it was a good time, really good time. And I like an oyster. And,
tell me this: what sort of oyster is your? See, I like it. Has got to be a fresh oyster. You know what I mean?
But if it's not a fresh oyster, you'll die. So here I am. It was a fresh oyster, right on ice.
What do you think of frozen oysters?
God, what the fuck? No one eats a frozen oyster. I never even heard of a frozen oyster.
No, they store them.
You can buy. You know what? You can buy frozen mussels. So I don't know. Maybe they have them, but
yeah, maybe they freeze oysters. I don't know. I live about
mussels,
40 minutes from the coast. Yeah. I live 40 minutes from the coast. I'll just go get them fresh, right out of the water. Yeah. Like they'll pull them out and you pull them off the nets and fill a bag up for you.
When I came back from Spain in 1974, my Spanish family came and visited, and we took them to the Jersey Shore because we were living not too far from there at the time, and they took one look at the jetties, which were covered in mussels, and they were like, get bags. And we just brought home, I don't know, like 10 pounds of mussels. And then, the funny thing was that now we eat them in this country, but back then in the early 70s, nobody ate mussels. So that's why.
No, that's exactly it. They were like frowned upon. They were cheap.
They were. Also squid. I actually didn't know that human beings could eat squid until I was like 20 years old, because we only ever used it as bait on my father's boat.
Yeah, no, it's funny how food and things in life, come full circle. Because, like they're starting to eat jellyfish now.
Ew.
There's this giant jellyfish. It's like 6-8 feet across. And Japan, because of the warmer waters, is having issues with these blooms of these gigantic jellyfish, right? And they're clogging, oil tanker ships, water pipes and shit like that. I mean, they're like that many. And
Japanese will eat anything, Mikey. That's
exactly. So
they'll eat anything.
They're taking these things and they're cutting it up and looking at what the best way to cook it is and prepare it for food to eat.
Damn.
And apparently it's really tasty.
Listen, Mike, I'm gonna be really interested to hear your answer to the following super chat.
Super chat. Mike the Snake. Top 3 fast food chains that you crave when you're on the Sheba. Sheba. What's the Sheba? That's the smoke, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just another word for it.
Does it affect you? Like, I've always been scared.
Don't be scared, Arch.
I don't like it. It fucks me up. It makes me weird. I don't
Well,
like
then, I suggest you just take a really a really light puff, and take it slowly, and don't just smoke a whole joint the first time you've
Oh
ever
my God,
tried it.
I get
Because
that.
then you'll have an anxiety attack, and then you'll not like pot, and you'll say, "Oh, I hate pot. It makes me feel fucked up."
The slightest detectable bit of THC makes the back of my skull tingle and feel tight like a headache back in. It's very specific.
So it ain't for you.
No.
No
Although
problem.
I have some CBD with a tiny touch of THC. Like I would test positive for THC because I take this tincture, but it doesn't make me high. Anyway,
Sure.
Mike, what about your top 3 picks?
I don't know. I don't do fast food, man.
No, that's true. But if you could, when you did.
McDonald's is great for the breakfasts. Burger King, I've been liking their tacos every once in a while.
They're deep fried, right?
and their chicken sandwiches I liked.
Is the Burger King taco?
I tried Chick-fil-A for the first time, and all I wanted was I didn't want anything special. I just wanted a basic chicken slider, like a little chicken sandwich.
I love those chicken sliders.
I could use my whatever sauce I wanted and dip it and eat my fucking chicken sandwich, right? And Chick-fil-A did that just fine. Now, when you start getting into these complicated, monstrosity sandwiches, and it gets all complicated and shit, like, I don't know. I like Chick-fil-A, but I also ordered really super simple.
I got to tell you what, if you like Chick-fil-A, you got to try the Popeyes chicken sandwich. It is superior in every way.
They advertise
I don't know.
like
What do you
shit,
think of
but
the
we
bread,
don't have any
the
in our
bread,
town.
The cornbread.
There's none in our town.
The cornbread. I think you mean the biscuits, but okay.
Yes, the Popeyes.
Now, what about Mike? You skipped over.
We got a super chat here. John C, $5. Pontiff and Panel, can you please share your final verdict on the Planet Ocean? You guys are on fire today. Great show. Planet Ocean, Omega.
I love it.
I got nothing against the Planet Ocean. Do you?
It's one of the very few Omegas that I actually like. That, the Seamaster, and the Pro Plof are it.
What about the Seamaster 300?
These are the Planet Oceans.
Heritage.
Look at this.
I like that too, Mikey.
I love that blue. Look at that. That blue.
Blow it up. Click it. We can't see it.
It's so dinky.
Look at that. I love that.
No, fuck it. It's got a fucking appendage. It's got a conjoined twin. If it's got that,
just the horn. Mikey, you must not pick on those objects which have horns, Mikey. Stop. But because some people are sensitive about that. But you know what? The bracelet on those Planet Oceans, it tapers beautifully, unlike the Seaman Master. So I actually like it quite a bit. And the arrow.
I love the Planet Ocean series. I really do. Yeah. I love them.
I would like to.
Great.
What's the size? Like 42?
Yeah, I think they're 42. I think
42. Yeah, 40. Most of them are 42. Look at this. This is just beautiful.
The bezel action.
600 meters.
The bezel action is a little light compared to the Seamaster, but nonetheless, it's lovely. And the
box is going a bit dicky, but hey, that's okay. They all
the bracelet is nice. The bracelet is great. Anyway, John, thanks for that.
$3,000.
That's a particularly cool one.
Don't you think that's good buying?
Yeah, it's very good.
I think $3,000. That's a hell of a buy.
Is that US?
Yep.
Well, still, it's very good.
31.92. It says there.
You got to get stuck with customs because this is from Japan, and
you know what? I actually I have bought from Japan before, and for whatever reason, customs usually is negligible. Sometimes FedEx doesn't even collect it. It's weird how that works.
I think they just might have an arrangement worked out to where the packages from these businesses just go straight through, and because they're just conducting biz, and maybe they pay a yearly fine or
I didn't think he was wearing pants there for a minute, Mikey.
Uh-oh.
Nobody
is.
Yes,
he is. He's wearing pants.
Just double checking.
Well,
We got our good friend Uzi jumping on.
Archie, hey, what's up?
Hey, what do you
Okay,
think of
Uzi.
Planet Ocean? Isn't this beautiful?
That watch?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's orange. It's orange.
Well, what do you like, Uzi? What do you like in the way of horology?
Well, I'm not selling my day date or my sub date. I was thinking about it, but I'm keeping my watches. I'm keeping them.
Those are two like
those are the two to have. So you can stop. You can stop right there. And
You've seen my watch, Mark, haven't you?
I don't think I have. Well, I think you've shown it. The good money in cubing cars. You've done well.
Yeah.
We got another super chat just come in here from Fella, $2. I want to buy your office and recreate it at my home.
Well, let's take a
Why, Fella? Why? It's just disorganized mess.
look. I must say, Fella's office is quite a bit more organized than yours. It looks like sort of like a very Spartan NASA launch. You know, cube. Whereas Archie's looks like a little bit more like Nagasaki, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
That might have been rude, but
Oh, my camera doesn't work. Fuck. What's going on with
Ah.
that? Huh.
well, what you have to do is quit StreamYard and come back.
hey, do not sweat it, dude. I come on every day and fuck up with my microphone. So
Sometimes you got to restart the browser or StreamYard. Could even be the browser.
But it's been doing this for days. That's the thing.
yeah,
Restart
same with my
the-
microphone.
Restart the computer.
That's cell phone.
Restart the.
Oh.
Well,
It's the Diamond Day, Mark. It stays. I'm keeping it.
Yeah,
I'm not selling it.
Oh, I
Fuck.
remember. It is nice, and the problem is you sell, and it's factory diamonds, and
Yeah.
they charge such a premium for them at retail that in resale, you get it's unfair. You get killed on those, so you definitely better keep it.
I got offered 21,000 from a Rolex AD and
No,
nine
that's
thousand
awful.
five.
I mean,
Go ahead.
that's low by half. Of course they love
No,
it.
I paid 30K for it. It's worth 30K, Mark.
I see. Well, then that was a reasonable offer, but still, I would keep it.
Yeah, it's staying. Fuck that. I'm keeping it.
Burger King tacos, says John C. Burger King, they once in a while they come out with these tacos and they deep fry them. They pinch the edges, deep fry them. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking good.
You know what? They're horrible, Mike. They're terrible for you. But
Oh, I know. That's why.
every once in a while.
Yeah. They're
All right.
they're,
Well, what do you think? Will you sell your office to Fella? And if so, I'll broker the deal. Just let me know.
Yeah, we'll sell it. We'll sell it cheap.
How many oysters would it take?
How many oysters?
Have you had a fried oyster?
Sure.
They do a thing called oysters kill Patrick with bacon in them. Have you had that?
Now that would be like oysters Rockefeller cooked with like spinach, cheese, and stuff
Well,
on it.
no, these ones have bacon in them.
It'd be all right.
Yeah,
But they're cooked.
there's versions of oysters. There's 1,000 versions of oysters.
You know, Mikey, they say the bravest man in the world was the first guy who looked at an oyster and said, I can eat that.
Oysters kill Patrick.
There's
are
a restaurant out
oysters-
near.
A dish of oysters topped with cooked bacon, seasoned Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, or other flails. then
Ketchup?
broiled.
No, maybe hot sauce, but not ketchup. That's
Maybe on the side. See if you
Oysters
can
with
make a
spinach, butter, herbs, and
concoction.
breadcrumbs to make a classic dish. Oysters Rockefeller. Oysters kill Patrick
go.
is when you grill oysters with bacon and Worcestershire sauce.
that's it.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Grilled.
Mikey, you know who the second bravest man in the world was? You know what he looked at and said he thought he could eat it?
Super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. AC3. Please let the audience know of Fella's Christmas present coming up on the show. I've got some food coming
Do you?
very soon. I have no idea what it is.
You better
I
get a
just had
monkey.
some curry. I had curry.
You better get a taster to
Man.
taste that food.
You know, it's probably been. No, it's been
What if he sends oysters?
close
They're
to
like
close
old
to
now.
10 years that I've had a proper Indian food.
Oh, you like curry, Mike?
I love curry. dude.
Everybody
It's decent. Yeah.
There's this restaurant that we always used to go out to.
It's
It's
naan
been there
bread,
out on the coast.
garlic naan,
It's been there forever and ever, but I don't know if it's there anymore.
nice
Um,
ham
We got a
vindaloo.
super chat
been
from
so
Patel
long.
Philippe, $5. Mike the Snake, can you tell us about the Anunnaki, and do you feel that Uzi has a deep understanding of ancient alien theory?
I don't know. I don't know about what
Well, ask him about the
Uzi's
sperm.
understanding,
Ask
but
him about the sperm, Mike.
the Anunnaki are, I think, what the Egyptians considered were. I think Anunnaki translates to they came from the sky, or people
The
from the
giant
sky.
people, was it the giants?
Well, I think they may have been giants, yeah. But they were the race of people that came down from the skies and brought education and knowledge of how to like. There's a lot of mysteries in the world about of these rock formations, and like
Yeah.
rocks
The
were
pole
formed.
reversals.
I don't know, but there's also 100
Look it up
ton
real quick,
blocks of
Mike.
rock.
Look it up. How many pole reversals were
Okay.
there?
In any case, that's what the show is about, and where my knowledge basically comes from. So
Well,
Also-
remember we talked about the physics of the Anunnakis coming down. You said they're giant men and they breed with the women. But I asked you, how does that actually physically work?
They have very small penises.
Oh.
yeah,
I mean, that's the only explanation.
I mean, not everything big has a large willy.
yeah, it must be.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
I mean, how tall are you, Uzi?
I'm not 6 foot.
Let me tell you what, it's the little guys. You got to watch out for the little guys.
Yeah, I'm a little short. I'm short. I admit it.
Well, there you go. Okay, tripod. Let's move along here. Super chat. I'll put it up.
Super chat. Where have you been? We got fella Mark Goldberg. Fella $2. Mark Goldberg was unimpressed with the briefcase I bought. Were you unimpressed? That was beautiful.
But what do you do with it? You can't take it on an airplane. You can't put your lunch in it. It's like a display piece. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I buy my luggage at Walmart. I buy my watches at the AD, but my luggage comes from fucking
You're
Walmart.
not really into the expensive boxes. We've had that run in before.
Well, although I will tell you, I was gifted a beautiful box. I showed it to you earlier. It's upstairs right now. But I was gifted
Which box was this?
a beautiful leather box by the same fella that we're talking about right now. You want me to get it? I'll go get it. Hold on. Be right back with the box, with fella's box.
I've been corrected. The Anunnaki were the Sumerians, not the Egyptians. My bad.
I thought they came from the sky.
Fuck, I don't know anymore, man.
Did you look it up?
No, don't care.
Yeah, but you give out all these these facts and stuff like that. You got to fact check yourself sometimes. You give out all these stories.
Well, sometimes.
Science.
Well, I didn't study it. I've basically.
Well, you might want to refresh if you're going on a live stream spreading misinformation.
Oh, maybe okay. Yeah, you're right. You got me.
Easy, take it easy, man. I'm just.
People are asking specific questions. It's like
You're giving specific answers.
All right. Well, then, with fucking anything anybody ever asks me again, I'm just going to say I can't give.
You don't have to give up that easily, Mike.
Answer. Therefore, I can't answer your question.
You could just Google it real fast. You don't have to give up that quick.
I'm not in a position to Google shit, dude.
You're literally in a computer. You're literally in the position to Google something.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
My mood is not allowing me to fucking do it.
Oh my God, you're so rude, but that was fucking funny. All right, give me a quick second here. Hold on. Okay, let me get that out the way. So tell me, what do you think of this box, Arch?
Oh, it looks beautiful. Fuck.
Now it's not hinged. These are little, gripping little handles, one on each end, with beautiful. They look like they're nickel chrome plated. Even the hardware is beautiful. The smell. I mean, cows actually died for this thing. Let me lift up the box, and I'll show you it in the lid. I really don't know about the owl logo.
Wow.
My research has not really uncovered anything there, but it's beautifully felted. This is even padded.
Yeah.
Take a look at that. And then in the interior, we've got this beautiful Rolex looking kind of felt green. with 4 little pillows. Anyway, it's beautiful. And then the lid friction fits. And once it does, it's quite snug. And there's not really, any gaps. It's a beautiful box. No demarcations whatsoever, but so it is a mysterious box in that way, but it is beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah. Now back to Mike the Snake and Google.
I wanted to ask some questions. I got this guy, Watch Nick. He's constantly he's bringing me up on his community page every like a few times a day. Like seriously, this is like a big deal here. I don't know what his deal is. He's like stalking me, following me. I don't know what it is, but he's
Super
constantly.
chat here, Patel Philippe, $5. Boris update. Did you still feel he is out of his fucking mind buying a Maurice Lacroix? Boris, I'm wearing a gold sub, Boris. I must admit, Mark, that gold sub of yours, that's beautiful. That is gorgeous.
It is.
Is it full gold? Is it full?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the full gold bluesy, right?
Yes. But I mean, you got a day date. You know what? I feel like the full gold bluesy is a little. It's for your watch is for the more refined, successful businessman. Mine is for the landlord. The loud lawyer. It's not an understated watch. Mine is kind of. In other words, my watch it suits me. It's kind of obnoxious, but I feel like your watch is not obnoxious enough for you.
It's got diamonds on it. It's obnoxious.
Well, you know what? I stand corrected. I forgot that part. Without the diamonds, yeah, but yeah, it's loud just like you. Good.
On purpose.
Naturally.
I'll be back in 1 minute. Just cover me.
Oh, we're going to cover
Fella's gifts coming.
Yeah, well, you'll be eating soon. All
Uber
right.
Eats?
Speaking of fella, well, Archie's gone. Let's answer. Let's see what we can do here, Mikey. Fella. Well, actually, why don't you read it, Mike?
Explain why I'm not positioned to Google. I love it.
All right. Well, we got to laugh at it. I think what he meant, guys, was he didn't feel like it. He's not going to dance like a puppet on a string. He's not going to be your little Google monkey. Right?
That's fine.
Isn't that what you meant, Mike?
I didn't mean anything by anything.
Well, Fella and I had a very good time. And no, I was not particularly impressed with the briefcase. However, I will say, nor actually, Fella, at the time, not at the time, I was not impressed with your car. I was impressed by the Mrs. car. But your car looked like maybe the gardener, maybe the foreman of the gardeners had showed up. But
who's this fella? Why don't I know this fella guy?
Fella is a mysterious character who flies under the radar.
He does, but I've seen his. Yeah, there he is, right there.
That's right. That's Fella. He's all over the comments. He is a fan of the show. He is a mysterious man of mystery. I cannot reveal, nor under pain of torture would I ever reveal. Send me to Guantanamo. I could tell you nothing. I was actually hustled into the back of a car. I was literally brought to him blind. And that is not a lie.
What?
Yeah, exactly. It was a big surprise.
I must have not ever got into it with him on stream or anything or in chat. I must have not had any beefs with fella.
I couldn't tell you. He's a very shadowy figure. He doesn't fight with many people. You actually have to be very important for Fella to fight with you, like Mike.
Damn.
Like with Mike the Snake.
I don't.
He's been in Archie's car. He's been in Archie's car in Australia, in the famous BMW with the plastic water pump, and apparently he upset Archie by bringing a bottle of water into the vehicle, an open bottle of water into the vehicle, and setting it in the cup holder as though he owned the vehicle, not worrying about water spots or if the cap might fly off. So Archie still talks about how rude it was for Fella to bring water into his vehicle and use the cup holder. However, since then I feel like they've made up quite a little bit, and apparently Archie has gone to accept the delivery of food. It's mysterious food that fella has sent. Now, fella fed me dozens. I lost track, but dozens of oysters. And I'm just hoping that he hasn't sent any to Archie, because by the time they make the trip.
Yeah, I wouldn't want them I think Australia's probably got its own source of oysters, don't you think, Mark?
I'm sure they're like ocean wine.
They're pretty much available everywhere, right? You know,
Australia's got some seafood that we don't much get. They have this. They've got different fish, right? And so they
man,
yeah,
tons of fish.
Everything there wants to eat you. Have you ever seen the sandworm? The Australian sandworm?
Yeah, I saw the movie Dune. So they have
it's like that, but they're right in the sand that you're walking along when you walk along the beach.
What's their average? What's their average length? What do they get?
Probably about 4 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna Google that.
Look up Australian sandworm.
Are you in a position to Google that?
Not right now. I'm actually on my phone now.
Do it on YouTube. Look it up on YouTube, and it shows a guy luring one with a stick, and then he catches it, and he pulls on it with a lot of tension, and then he goes, "Oh, just letting go," and he keeps pulling, and the thing's like 3 or 4 feet long, and it's got the biggest pinchers.
All right, let me see if I can figure out how to do this, because I never do this nonsense.
Pull up a tab.
Hold on. I think it's the present, and I gotta.
The scary thing is that's like on the beach, and I've seen some like super deep water, like drilling rig cameras where this 8-foot shark is like cruising along, and one of these type of worms just jumps out of the sand and grabs an 8-foot shark and sucks it down into the sand.
So it's called a sandworm, correct? A sandworm,
like on Beetlejuice. I believe so. Like Australian sandworm. If you go on YouTube and type that in, I believe.
All right, I got it. Hold on. Here we go. Give me a second. I'm going to do it the cheap and easy way.
Whenever you go to Australia, beware of this dangerous creature. Actually, it is called an Australian beachworm, which resides underground.
Beachworm, sorry.
Small, but when you grab their head and pull them out, they are actually quite large. They spend their entire lives inside the sand, and fishermen use them for fishing. Whenever you go Australia, beware of
They look kind of nasty.
Beware. You're the last.
They get up to 3 meters in length. 3 meters.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got there?
We got a Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max. Now, is that sugar-free?
What is
that? A sugar-free Pepsi?
How much is it? How much is it to have an Uber?
Why would he send you a?
What have we got here? We've got some.
He doesn't want you to eat sugar.
Some beautiful chicken.
Do we? Let's see. Let's have a look.
Oh, we got chips.
Are they still crisps?
Oh, we got a ripper.
What's a ripper?
And a piece of chicken.
What's a ripper?
That's like a sandwich, a chicken sandwich.
Well, we can't see it. You gotta open that fucker up. Plus, why do you call it a ripper?
I've never heard that before. Wow. Cool name for a sandwich.
Don't talk.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme. Yeah.
It's a ripper.
Ripper.
It's a ripper.
Okay. Well, all we see is paper. Paper.
You get a whole line of sandwiches going.
It's a chicken sandwich. Look.
Let me see that ripper.
It's a ripper roll.
Oh, it's like a hoagie. It's like a Uzi. It's like a hoagie.
Okay, you call hoagies rippers.
It's like a submarine sandwich, like a sub, as we call it here in the Midwest. Or
yeah,
a hoagie.
Yeah, sub hoagie.
Okay, guys, how long do we think it's going to last? Super chat if you think it lasts more than 4 minutes. The clock starts now.
Oh, what do they call it? A poor boy?
A po' boy. That's a New Orleans.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Big meat sandwich, lots of bread.
I feel like it's being hoovered. It's being hoovered, Ben. It is in the process of being hoovered. Now in Philly, we call it a grinder when it's heated up. So if it's like toasted, then yeah, we call it a grinder.
Ah.
Good.
They're saying it's called a grinder. Yeah, we'll call it a grinder. In Philly, we would call it a grinder if it was put into the oven, into the pizza oven.
Till then, it's a shredder, right?
How much is going, Arch?
We got fellas saying $2. Mike this Blake. explain why you were not positioned to Google.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we already did that one.
There was no reason. Hold the entire sandwich up so we can see how much is left. Take it out of the paper. I would say that's 2/3 gone, guys.
Yeah.
And it's only been 2.7 minutes. Archie, do you have a plumber on call 24/7? Is that good? Is there sauce? Are you dipping the sauce, or has it got mayo? What's it got on there?
Mayo.
It's on it. Mayo. Okay.
What time is it in Australia again? I forget.
It's morning. It's like 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.
10:15.
10 a.m.
That's a
You're
breakfast.
eating a fucking chicken hoagie.
Well, no,
What the fuck?
okay, Uzi. The funniest part of this is fucking fella sends him this 10,000 calorie lunch with a Diet Coke.
This was a troll. This was a troll that he did.
With a Diet Coke.
He's the stream torpedo, fella.
It's being engulfed. Do you remember the picture of Archie swimming with the crocodile? What you couldn't see was the look of terror on that crocodile's face.
Arch, grab the napkin, please. You got something on your.
Oh yeah,
chin.
you do. You have prehistoric. What do you call it? Pan sperm.
Man, is that mayonnaise, Archie?
Is it pan sperm, Mike?
There you go.
Is it frothing ooze? What did you call it, Mike? Frothing ooze? Bubbling ooze. That's what you called it. We're at 3.2 minutes, guys. I think he's gonna make it.
What's the mark?
Stop right there. I gotta know right now.
I'm pretty sure if I had a YouTube business, I'd like eat breakfast before my stream. I'm just like
Just
assuming
saying.
maybe. I don't know.
Archie's been eating on air since 2011. So he knows
It's a classic, I guess, huh?
Yeah, well, you should have seen him at the seafood buffet in Bangkok, slurping crab legs. Like he depopulated the entire Andaman Sea in one breakfast. How you feeling, Arch? Feeling good? You could marathon this. What do you think if fella sends another one?
That's enough.
What about the chips? You didn't eat the fries.
I will.
What else did he? Is there a dessert packet? Like a pie? Is there any dessert?
1 minute. 1 minute.
All right, we're waiting. Yes, he does. We'll let him answer that for you. But like I said, he's been doing it for about the last 12
Yeah, for
12
some reason he actually does.
He always did. And he would drink. Remember when he had the fridge behind him and he would just like pull open a bottle of wine and guzzle it right out of the bottle?
Yeah, you don't like sparkling water or something.
Oh yeah, the sparkling. Remember when he taught people how to make champagne? Make their own?
Yeah.
He got like a funnel.
It's so simple.
Right. He had some white wine and a funnel, and he just poured club soda.
Lovely.
See you guys. I gotta take this phone call. Thanks for having me on, Archie. I appreciate it.
Hey, Uzi, we love you, man.
Yep. See you guys.
All right, Ooze.
Later.
Speaking of ooze, the primordial ooze. Super chat.
That's it.
JT,
The primordial ooze.
$2.80. Archie, do you really feel you have to eat on air live? Hey,
It's a
you were
tradition.
sent. And there's a piece of chicken I got to eat too.
Oh, wow. What about
We
dessert?
don't want to waste it, do we?
I don't know. Is that a thigh? What piece is that?
I'll be back in a little bit.
It's a wing.
Hurry back. Oh, a wing. A wing you can just stick in your mouth and pull it out and just like have the, just strip the meat off in one fell swoop. That's the way. But don't get that cartilage at the end. That bit's nasty. Okay. Member chat.
Vincent, member for 29 months. Here's to 29 months of Archie enjoying life. Nice shoes. Look at those shoes. Brogues.
And chicken. Thank you, Vincent George, for your generous contribution over the course of 29 months.
$29.
Fella stuck around abusing him. We worship this guy. What are you talking about? Come on, Forbin. Calm down. The fella is welcome here.
He's a nice guy.
You know, it is true that he drove a Jeep, but, you know, not anymore. Super chat. This is a good one.
Ken Fresno, $2. I have German pointers with better table manners.
And if you know anything about German short hair pointers, when they see food, they just fucking gobble.
Is that right?
They eat like there's no tomorrow. They eat like that's going to be the last meal they'll ever see. They eat like someone's going to steal it right out from under them. Yuri Nader with a little suggestion.
Beautiful. Look at that. That was a beautiful snack.
Well, you know, you don't wear. Do you wear rings on your rings on your finger?
That was stolen.
Well, I think it's just as well. I'm afraid you might have just eaten them while you were sucking the bones, the meat off the bone.
Finger licking good, isn't it?
Well,
Fat Windbag Ben. It's from Nark's Chicken Shop. He's eating a pointed trainer.
Super chat.
Be sure to wait 30 minutes before exercise.
He's going to wait 30 days. What are you, 30 minutes? Oh my God. Are you going to go? Do you have a pool in the backyard? You can't go swimming right now.
No, I don't have a pool. Do you have a pool, Marky?
No. The Satan's Kitten agitates for a pool now and again, but I have plenty of room for it. But it's Chicago. We only have pool season is like June, July, and August. That's it. So there's no season for it. Super chat.
Patel Philippe, $2. Red Rooster Ripper box review.
Yeah, what did you think? It went down pretty fast. Oh, there's the club soda, Mikey.
Club soda, yeah.
There's the club soda. Does the gas help alleviate indigestion?
It does.
Yeah, I would think. Do you ever get like acid stomach, acid reflux? Do you have to take anything? I have to take something. I take Prilosec, or I get acid burn from eating like this.
You do?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 66.
It's not old.
Yeah, old enough. Fourth quarter.
The
May-December romance. Got more behind me than ahead of me.
It's funny you say that. I found a thing on Facebook. It said I'm 52, 65% of my life already.
TikTok, motherfucker.
TikTok, motherfuckers. Yes, that's exactly it. It's a scary concept. What do you think, Mark?
Well, I made a video about this, and I don't know. I don't remember the name of it, so I can't just click my fingers and find it. But I made a whole video about why men collect watches, and it is because has everything to do with mortality. We're watching the seconds of our life tick away, and that's why we're just like obsessed by timepieces.
Why do women hate watches, but?
Because they live longer than us, so they invest in shoes because they like to move around and do things. We only want to have watches so that we can, possess little things that will stave off death. It's the only thing between us and death, really, is a good watch. Do you ever have that feeling like I won't die if I wear something gold?
Sorry, I won't die if I what?
If I wear something gold?
Yeah, I get I understand.
I feel like the pharaohs felt like that. You got to wear gold and then you just don't die. You'll live forever. Like, should we be buried with our watches? Or like with a watch? Like, won't your time in the hereafter be better if you know what the fuck time it is? Or if you can go up to St. Peter and say, step aside, motherfucker, gold sub. Open the door. What do you think about that concept?
Yeah, I think time waits for no man. Have you heard that before?
Well, yeah, I have, and it doesn't. Tempus fugit. Time flies.
Time flies.
But do you want to be buried in a watch? Does a watch make you stronger, better able to face death? Do you worry that, in your final hours, if you're in a hospital filled with tubes, they won't let you have a watch on? I think about stuff like this.
Mm.
We must contemplate the end and plan accordingly. I might have to get a tattoo of a watch so that I just can't take it off.
Yes. I see what you're saying, Marky. It's an interesting thing, you know. Are you scared of death?
You know, no, I think I was much more so when I was younger. Like when you're in your mid-20s, you think more about, oh, what if I get cancer and I don't get to live a life? But,
see, the scary thing is for me is I've started looking back. I just talking to my wife yesterday, and I said, you know, I'd like to go back 10 years. But the sad thing is that my younger sons have had some great successes. I don't want them to lose what they've gained. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if you could go back.
Can I tell you something? I'm 10 years older than you. Even more.
Yeah.
And what I can tell you is, I know I felt like I was getting older or old when I was 52, but looking at it from my standpoint now, you're just barely scratching the surface of middle age. So no matter where you are in life, you always think 10 years ago I would have been better, stronger, something more promising. And it's not true. The present is always your exact right place.
The present is always your exact right place.
It's where you belong. I mean, when you drive, you primarily look ahead through the windshield. There is a rear view mirror so you can see behind you. But
you know why the rear view mirror is so small? Because that's the ratio of looking back as to looking.
Correct. And you just need to be aware of what's behind you, but you focus on what's in front of you. And I feel like life has really got to be like that. Otherwise, you can get lost in nostalgia. Because I become very attached to people and also to things and places.
I find people aren't very loyal, but like how many friends from high school do you still have? How many friends from, you look at it and you think, oh, that's right. I mean, besides people who've died, we'll give them a leave pass. If they've died, we'll give them a leave pass. Okay. But you look at it and think, geez, you've kind of moved on. Like when you were in high school, you thought these friendships were so important. They're not. They're dog shit.
You have different friends for every stage of your life, but I still have like my best friend since 5th grade. We still
You're very lucky.
Yeah. And then I had another friend who said, I won't really believe that we're really, really friends until we hit the 10-year mark. Now we're at 20 years. I laughed when he said, I don't trust anybody for 10 years. I was like, all right, that's great. Talk to you in 10. And we're still besties. Because I don't know. I tend to
Mark,
keep
the concept of buried with all your watches was unfortunately for the Pharaoh Dioza, whose entire collection was stolen from the steeped pyramid.
Well, stepped pyramid, but you and the Pharaoh have got something in common, apparently.
Yes. It's the funny thing is, when we're alive, right, we don't really own the possessions. We've got a lease on them.
You merely rent. You merely hold them for the next.
We don't even own our body, do we?
Well, you think you do until pieces of it start breaking down. You don't even think about your body until you just abuse it until one day or another parts of it start going. I'm going to catch your attention with a little bit of pain. Yeah. I believe the kitten is making signals to me. I feel like this is bad timing because Mike is flaked out on us for a few minutes, but I've got a Christmas party that I must attend.
Marky, that's perfectly okay. We love you. You are the spirit.
I feel like I'm
Christmas.
dressed for success. But it's another dog trainer's Christmas party, so I think he'll forgive me for my attire. What do you think, kitten? I gotta go,
Marky.
right? Yeah. Tell
Are you
Archie I
taking
have
the
to go.
dogs with you?
No. Are we taking any dogs?
No.
Do you want to just say anything to Archie before we leave?
Bye. Happy Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you there. We love you.
Peace, love, and cupcakes.
How come you put Archie's picture on the fridge right next to like our grandchildren?
Because he gave us a picture.
Yeah. What if he sends us more? Will you put it up on the fridge? Like every year he sends a Christmas card. How many pictures of Archie will we have?
Just put the current one on.
Just the current one. Okay, sounds good. All right. Be well, guys. Take care, everybody.
Mitch, $2. I wasted time, and now Dove time wastes me. Now both time wastes me. That's exactly it. This is the hard thing. The unfortunately, we don't have unlimited time. Unlimited time. That's what we'd like to have. We would like to have some unlimited time. That's what we want, guys. Come on, guys. It's time to jump on the stream and chat. We've had a great chat to Mr. Goldberg there. That was we had a great fun talking to him. Very philosophical. We've had Mike the Snake on. He's been chatting to us here. Now it's time for you to jump on. Come on, guys. Jump on now. Jump on. I tell you what, in Australia, it's the 15th. In America, it's the 14th. Far out. How far to Christmas? Not far at all. 1.5 weeks away. Holy shit. Holy shit. We're almost here. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? It's a what can we say indeed? What can be said indeed there? It's it is time waits for no man. Ken Fresno, $5. Big boy, each of us have 2 lives. The second one starts the moment you realize that we only have one. Take care of yourself, please. That's a fair comment, that. How many lives do we have? I tell you what, it's a different world than I ever thought it would be. The world has changed in the last 10 years so much. So much. Who would have thought EV, electric vehicles? Fuck me dead. That was just a science experiment. And who would have thought that would have come full? Who would have thought that, guys? I don't know. It is a tricky thing. It is very tricky. We live in it's a strange place. It is a strange place. And what can we do? Watch-wise, what watches? We got Patel Philippe. $5. AC3, good calls. GD calls you Caesar. This is my rendition of the Pharaoh. AC3 in WhatsApp. Let's get this, baby. I'm just getting it now. Just getting it. Getting it now. Where is this here? WhatsApp. Holy shit. Download. Who is this? This looks like, who is this? Let's have a look. Caesar. Let's have a look. Let's call it up. Bring it up now, big boy. Bring it up now. Here we go. Here we go. Caesar Milan. Look at this. That looks quite fearful warrior, doesn't he? Chief. Yo, Chief. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So it's what can be said? Hey, what can be said? Indeed, sir. What can be said? This is the way it goes. This is the way it goes. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. I got to tell you something. The watches, what's going on in the new year? I really hope we can continue streaming as much as we've done this year. I like the streaming. On the morning show, Luxie's taking a few days off. He's going to take a few days off, which is good for him. Couple days off. That never hurts. Have a break. when necessary. This is the beautiful thing. We got flexibility on the ArchieLuxury channel. I'll show you some interesting stuff there. Let's have a look around what's happening in the world here. Let's have a look. I'll tell you some interesting things here. This here, there was a fantastic interview on Johnny. There is something happening, and this is a Thai vlogger. He interviewed Soy Cowboy's oldest bar girl, 50 years. She started at 26 and she's 76. Very interesting interview there. I tell you something funny is that there's been a lot of things coming up. A lot of things coming up on the US tech market. US tech job market is worse than I thought. This is from Coding Jesus. Holy shit. What's going wrong there? Coding Jesus. Coding Jesus. And very interesting. Very interesting indeed. That's for sure. US tech market is worse than I thought. Fuck me, Dad. You betcha it's bad. We'll have a look at another. Look at this. These keep coming up in my feed. Look at this. How's this for brutal reality of life? Lost my job, lost my flat, rising debt, dealing with it, being a cat. Fuck me, Dad. What does that mean? Lost my job, lost my flat, rising debt. Fuck. And we've got another one here. I got laid off as a software engineer. Look at this, guys. I got laid off as a software. These are all within the last couple of months. Holy fuck. I don't know what to say is happening in the tech space. The tech space has been pretty vicious. It has been pretty nasty. And not much you can say there. Not much you can say, I'm afraid. That is kind of how it goes there. It's that is the way it goes. That is the way it goes. It's tough. Tech. We got a super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. $5. Here we go. $5. AC3, what's your opinion on massive USOs flying over Jersey and congressmen saying to take them out? Why the Clions returned? Why the Cylons returned? Congressmen saying to take them out. My God. Maybe just leave them alone. Wouldn't that be a sensible idea? Maybe just leave them alone. Wouldn't that be the best thing to do? Do we have to shoot them? Do we have to shoot them? Hello? That's a good question. It's have you seen any aliens lately? That's a good question. So I got to tell you something. It's pretty vicious. It's pretty vicious. The streams, what can I say there? Oh, I will wear Drakkar Neuer for Rich Mitch. Start another goal. I remember a good friend of mine gave me Drakkar Neuer when I think I turned 18. Yeah, that's right. What can you say? It is what it is. It's my God, so many. Another thing came up on my stream here. Laid off from my tech job. What's next? fuck me dead. Retiring early. Jesus, it is tricky. The world is a tricky place, guys. It's Saturday night and we are having fun on the Archieverse. That's exactly it. We've got another super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. Fuck me dead. Work with me, not against me. These massive USOs, would you prefer if they are Romulan, Klingon, or Borg? The Klingons, the Romulans, maybe the Romulans. I think I just remember, what do the Romulans do? Romulans. What are the Romulans? They're a high. Oh, are biological cousins of the Vulcans. They left Vulcan and settled on another planet, Romulus, around 4th century. Romulans. Extraterrestrial race in American science fiction franchise Star Trek. Romulans have a shared ancestry with Vulcans, are considered an offshoot of the same species. Jesus Christ. I think the Romulans would be best. The Klingons, fuck, they would wrestle us. The Borg. We don't want the Borg. Get the back from the Borg. Pretty nasty shit. We don't want the Borg coming here. That's for sure. We don't want that. What can we say there, guys? It's we need to get some punters on the stream. We need to get some punters. Come on, guys. Pluto would ask the aliens for super chats. You betcha. Arch has 2 Klingons. Hey, boo. Hoff on Smash. We got super chats. There we go. We got some interesting commentary there. Whatever the fight they are, they're big enough to carry a payload. It's like nobody paid attention to Ukraine's drone warfare. Ken Fresno says, unfortunately, the tech people are now going through what we in manufacturing did 20 years ago. Fuck. My God, that is pretty damn tricky, isn't it? What do you think of that? Is that vicious or what? What do you think of that, guys? That's a tricky thing. The IT world is collapsing. I don't know why. That's kind of strange. You know, we had, my God, we go through some difficult phases there. We go through different phases. And unfortunately, it is a tough situation. Nothing is super easy for us anymore. Nothing's super easy. It is what it is, I'm afraid, guys. It is what it is. I've got some interesting videos I might upload. A few. I got a few from Japan. I got a few videos from, oh, that's the ArchieLuxury live stream. I'll upload. I got a few videos to upload there. Just going to upload Just going to upload this here. Got a few interesting clips I haven't uploaded from Japan yet. Let's see what we got here. What else do we got? We've got some. We'll just get these here. Live from Japan. Dolphin show. We'll just get this. I'll just upload this for you here now, guys. We'll get this uploaded and we can share this with you guys. I got a few good clips there to do for you guys. Now we've got another super chat's just come in here. Patel Philippe, $5. Do you feel your ignorance of the final days before the dialects show up will serve you well when you have to hide out in the outback? The dialects, that's Doctor Who. Doctor Who. That's the one, really, isn't it? What do you think? Doctor Who. Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. That's such a cool. Let's get this happening here. Let's get this. Who we got? Someone. We got Luxy jumping on. Hello, Luxy.
Hello, hello, hello. Where's the energy? What the fuck?
Yeah, we had a great show. We just had Marky jumped off and Mike's taken a break.
All right. Mikey.
No, he's away.
Knock, knock, knock. Wakey, wakey.
Wakey, wakey. I had some food delivered from Fella. Thank you.
Hey, he's here. He's here. Mike's here.
I'm back. I had to go rake my leaves in front of my yard.
Oh, shit. Raking your leaves is more important than the Archie verse, Mikey?
Yeah, the truck that comes by and picks them up is coming through tomorrow morning, and
okay.
you need to get it done before dark.
Okay, fair enough.
We've got a super chat. Hoff on Smash, $2. Arch, tell us the top 5 ways to kill your career in IT. Geez, do YouTube videos at work. Get gifts delivered at work. Number 3. Take sick days off to travel to Thailand. Number 4. Film at work.
Ooh.
Doc BBW on. Hello, Doc.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Doc.
Tell Philippe
Hello.
$2. Play the clip in WhatsApp and give us some commentary. Okay, let's have a look.
Hello, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, and I'm appearing on the Paul Pluta channel. This is a paid gig. And speaking of paid gigs,
9 years
I would
ago,
simply like to say, hi, Stephen. That's
hey, look
right.
at the ad for
Hi,
BKK
Stephen.
singles in the
Hi,
background on the fridge,
Stephen.
Luxy.
That's right. Hello, Stephen. This was a paid endorsement. So that's the first thing I'd like to put up here. Hello, Stephen. And for money, I will do anything on the channel. No problems at all, fuckaroonies. And I'm doing a wristwatch review. And this is for Pavel. Here we go. Hi, Archie. I've sent you $30. Well, that's right, because I don't do shit for fucking free. I seen your review on low-end watch collection, but please review my mid-tier collection. I was wondering if you can feature this on the ArchieLuxury channel if possible. Sure, no problem. About me, I'm 27 years old. I live in California. My name is Pavel, pronounced Paulville. I own a watch repair shop. Cool. I see lots of watches in for repair, like Timex, Skagen, and Swiss Army. Brands I hardly see are Omega Speedmasters and Rolex watches. I recently held an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon watch that my friend brought in, and it felt like holding a small moon.
I got no
which
gray
was
hair.
pretty
Look
cool.
at this.
Anyways, I wear mid-tier range watches because I can bash them up and don't have to worry about it. Without further ado, here are my watches that everyone is dying to see. Okay. In order from pictures, there is a Techno Luxury tier chronograph, a Techno Luxury World Time Airport watch, Techno Luxury Perpetual Calendar Mother of Pearl, a Citizen Navi Hawk AT, a Movado Alrero Square chronograph, a Tissot PRS 516, a Boulevard Percussionist, a Ted Lapidus Square watch, a Swiss Emporio Armani, a Claude Bernard Sophisticated Classic using the IWC Caliber 85, a Swiss Rotary, the Originals Open Heart. Thank you very much. Tell me what you think. My all-time goal when I'm older is to own a Richard Mille, Roger Smith, and Frank Muller. What do you think of them, Arch? Okie dokie. Well, I gotta tell you there certainly is some shitters in your collection there. Very much shitter collection, really. Come on. Paulville, this is garbage. This is fucking garbage.
I think he's trolling you.
Paulville. Garbage. There's nothing of quality there at all. Fucking disaster. What a fucking...
Look at this. This was the old days, guys. This was the days. Look at that.
Do you ever hear from the guy from Maine? The one where you have their I love Maine or I love Bangor, Maine?
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a couple of years, actually.
I hope he's still okay.
Yes. He was very kind to me, you know.
Yep, he used to send you gifts on a regular basis.
Yes, sponsorship. We had a great time there. Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Disaster. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Praise your Movado and your Citizen? Fuck me dead. This is really scraping the end of the fucking barrel. I mean, you're a watchmaker. These are shitters. Pavel, these are fucking shitters. Come on, man.
The same power
the gig is up.
we
These
have
are
here?
fucking shitters. These are nasty, vicious fucking shitters. That's what they are.
My
They're
theory is
fucking
it's the same
shitters,
guy.
Pavel. Shitters. What am I supposed to fucking say? Jesus Christ. I've painted myself into a corner, haven't I? Well, one of the last bastions of truth is that my paid reviews. These are fucking shitters, Pavel. What am I supposed to fucking... I'm wearing a solid gold submariner, Pavel. These are fucking shitters.
Those were the days, Doc.
Nice gold sub, pre-ceramic. Love it.
Those were the days.
Fucking shitters. That's... What can I say? Fucking shitters. Fucking shitters. That's all I can see here. Fucking shitters. Man. Man, there is just... Shitters, man. These are fucking shitters. They're shitters. Absolute shitters. What do I think of Richard Mille? Richard Mille is actually an amazing watch. I got a friend who's got an RM11. the Billionaire, great watch. Roger Smith and Frank Mueller, not really my cup of tea. And Frank Mueller was just using redone ETA movement pieces. The dial's cool and the box is cool. Pavel, you want me to have a nervous breakdown? Absolute shitters. Absolute shitters. 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 Shitters, fuckers.
Those were the days. What do you think of that?
I think it's probably the same Pavel, and I think he's trolling you. Like, those, I don't think that's his collection. I think those are a bunch of watches that somebody brought in, and he just decided to tease you a bit. That's my theory.
Yeah. We got a few super chats in there. Half on Smash. $2. Mike the Snake in better position to Google with leaves rate.
Much better position. Yes.
We got Vincent B, $5. Lux, do you feel it was a show of weakness to boot Baba after he trolled you? Or is he too serious and you didn't view it as a troll at all?
I didn't even know he was trolling. Was he trolling? I don't know. But it's like this. When the fun stops, stop. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
Fair enough.
Stop. That's a fair point. When the fun stops, stop.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think you have another
Here you
super
go.
chat, though, don't you? Or do you?
Got one from Jefferson Exotic.
Super chat.
Arch, you got super chats.
Just having a look here. We got a super chat. Super chat. Where have you been? Vincent B, $5. Lux. Oh, that was the Babel
just
one. We
done
got
that
Jefferson
one.
Exotic,
did that
$5. This video has gotten me through hard times. Pavel, do you want me to have a nervous breakdown?
I barely remember watching that video long ago. I never even put it together. I was not even paying attention that it was from Pavel. I was just busy laughing.
Wow.
Either that or we have two Pavels in the
Wow.
Archieverse. We could have two Pavels in the Archieverse.
Indeed.
Yeah, he's never corrected anybody on the pronunciation. You know, everybody calls him Pavel. So this
Or
this other one-
maybe
We got
maybe
Powie.
our
Powie
current Pavel.
is different to Pavel. You know that, don't you?
We all know that, but I'm glad now that you've absorbed that information as well. So that's good. We
Powie's
are all on the
insane.
page. Right. Right. It's possible that all that we know as Pavel, he may have taken his name from this Pavel who submitted the watch collection. I mean, we really just don't know. They're all theories. It's like trying to figure out what's happening with all of those things up in the sky in New Jersey. All those drones, we just don't really know. We just have to formulate a bunch of theories.
Man, with what they're doing with drones these days is like at the Singapore Grand Prix last year, they had like 1,000 drones all lit up at like flying at 500 feet, and they followed the entire track, like
I got
all
to tell you something.
3.5
They're doing
miles
a great
of it.
job with drones in Ukraine.
Oh yeah, they are dropping them right down into tanks and stuff. They're being great use.
I think the Chinese used a bunch of drones during the Olympic, I don't know, festivities. I didn't really watch it, but I remember reading about
camera
it.
work. For camera work?
No,
Or for-
where they had the drones lit up so that it created something like images in the sky using drones. That's my understanding
Oh,
of what the
okay. Well,
Chinese did.
yeah. I mean, that's a fairly easy thing for them to do these days.
Yeah.
You know,
A little bit of
I don't-
drone and a little bit of AI, and the next thing you know.
Yeah, I missed it, so I know you're referring to something, but I didn't see it. So
Yeah, I didn't see it. I read about it. I didn't watch the Olympics in China Olympics.
I watched their opening ceremony.
Oh,
Totally.
well, then you should have seen the drones. Maybe you didn't know they were drones.
Maybe,
You
yeah.
might
I
have
think
thought they were
did, and I
fireworks.
No, I think I remember them. I remember seeing them. And
I watched that
recognizing
opening
them
ceremony.
as
I
well.
thought it was fucking amazing. I think
It
that was
is.
one of the best opening ceremonies ever made.
I have to agree, and I
Then
think I
that
do
means
remember now.
you'd
the
remember
drones
whether there were
at the
drones
end.
used
Yeah. Yes.
lighting the sky, right? Lux
Yeah.
view. There would have been. Do you remember that since you watched it?
Yes.
I kind of remember it.
It's
all
more
just a blur.
it's more ecologically friendly than fireworks as well.
That's for sure.
Apes. Remember, apes, £5. What happened to the humble billionaire? What you like from his watch collection? Yeah, I haven't spoken to him in a while, actually.
He's a busy boy.
Lovely guy. He's a lovely guy. I miss him, actually. I must get in touch with him. He was a lovely guy. I had a great time. I went to Indonesia. Remember that, Luxy?
Oh, fuck me dead. That was some amazing times in Indonesia. Fuck, I reckon that was like a pinnacle experience.
It's funny
Lots of
looking back on it now.
secret stories.
It was amazing. Amazing,
Sorry,
Luxy.
You were saying you look back now, what?
It's geez, time goes so fast, doesn't it?
Yeah. So what? Also, what do you like from his watch collection? Apes is asking.
I like his Richard Mille. He also had, what did he have? He had a white gold Nautilus. I think it was a 5712.
I was going to say, I bet he had a Patek. I was going to say, I bet he had a Patek.
Yes, yeah, the Nautilus. Yeah.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Those were the days, guys.
Now he probably has a Cubitus. Of course he does. Of course he does.
I'll have to contact him.
Have you seen that the Cubitus is crashing in value from its crazy highs?
But it's not below retail, is it?
Yeah, obviously.
Look,
it's crashing down to the recommended price. Is what you're saying. It's crashing all the way down to MSRP.
Look, the thing is, you got to realize the economy is not as good as it was a couple of years ago. I mean, at times never stay the same, do they, Doc?
Well, ebbs and flows. You have your booms and your busts. You have you have your little crash, and then you have your boom, and then you have your crash. And it's about all you can count on. Ooh.
This is the billionaires. I don't know if it's the same billionaire.
Yes, it is. It is. I recognize. That's right. He had a Batman.
Absolutely.
He had, and he didn't have.
Let's.
Do you want me to play the sound?
Oh, play it out. Yeah, why not?
There's the Richard Mille.
Let's have a look at what we've got here.
And you can see Jakarta. There you go. The Indonesian billionaire.
Grand Hyatt.
We've got a Richard. We got a Rolex GMT. We got a Patek Nautilus. We got a Jaeger-LeCoultre. We've got two Jaeger-LeCoultres, and we've got a Breitling. So we've got a fine mix. So let's have a look at what have we got here. So I always say when I do collection reviews, let's cover our bases. What is we want a everyday steel stunner, and we want a GMT. So we've got a Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman. absolutely stunning. Steel stunner. I don't think you can get better. Every collection needs a steel everyday Rolex. You need a fucking Rolex in there. And I think
Do you still go with that philosophy, Archie?
Yeah, I think it is good to have a steel. You need to have something steel. GMT, good idea. It's a lovely watch.
A subby would be steel
dive
also.
watch. I mean,
sorry.
A Submariner would be steel as well.
Yes, it would. Yes.
What's that there? Oh, that's a JJ Ultra. Navy SEALs.
And he wears all these watches, right?
Yep. Yep. Breitling.
Interested to see that he chose the Breitling.
Breitling's still a good brand. I don't hate Breitling.
It's a nice looking watch.
And it's AD Never Calling's favorite. I mean, come on. You can't beat it.
That looks. Look at the scratches
Patek
on the top of the.
Patek is beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Look at the
I think it's
scratches
the
on top.
light. The light as well.
Yeah.
It means he wears it as intended.
All right, there you go.
Very nice. Oh, Richard Mill.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, crazy.
It's an annual calendar, Richard Mill.
Wow.
Aesthetically, I just don't really understand.
Yeah, same here.
I've seen them at the boutique.
You gotta
see
respect
them in your
them.
videos. I just don't understand because aesthetically, I hate to say it, they do less than nothing for me aesthetically. They don't do anything for me.
I'm with you.
I also have a little bit of a beef with Mike the Snake and Mark. Mark's gone, but Mike's still here.
What
do you
have
is
beef
that
about, man?
they like Omega to a limited point. They like only a few Omega, and
Oh, very true. That applies to every brand.
well, I guess there's a super chat.
JD, we got JD on.
Hi guys, Doc, Mike, Lux,
Hey.
Arch, how you doing?
How's it going?
Hello.
Oh, it's a cloudy day today.
Yeah, it's really super shitty today, so not in the city.
Well, it's
The weather's weird, isn't it?
They've
It's
got
not-
some sun. There's some sun up there.
Yeah, just a little bit. I got the Steve McQueen shirt on. How you like that?
Wow.
Looking at the watch.
Just very quickly,
cool.
tap 19.99, $2. Are you still friends with Raphael P. Young? No, I'm not. Actually, we're
Oh,
not
that's
friends
not-
anymore. I
that's
had a bit
too
of a
bad.
disagreement with him.
That's too
Oh,
bad. That's
the
too
Tangling
bad.
Club. Wasn't it the Tangling
Yeah.
Club or
Too
something?
bad.
Sometimes
this
these
is-
people can be a bit up himself. You know what I mean?
That's unfortunate. This is the best weather for taking photographs of your watches.
You're absolutely 100% correct.
Is it humid in
Appreciate
Sydney,
that.
JD?
Oh yeah, stinking hot. Air King today. Yeah, it's
Which Air
super
King? Which Air
humid,
King?
30. The 126900 Crown Guards 05 new one.
Nice.
Very cool.
I like that Air King. I really do.
I do too. I love
I'll be
wearing it.
back in 1 minute, guys.
There's definitely something to be said about having no date when you've got, you've got a collection. You don't want to worry about what date it is because I have to have the date set. I'm one of those lunatics. And to be able to just throw it on, pretty good thing.
I like the symmetry when they added the 0 before
It
the
made all the
5.
difference.
Yes.
It's funny, that ID guy, that South African guy on his channel,
Yeah,
he
I like
sort of
his channel.
predicted that. He mentioned the 05 and the symmetry before they actually did it. So that's quite
I
an
wonder if
achievement,
they
but
got it
does.
from him.
It seems like such an obvious, simple thing. with the symmetry of that dial to put the A5 there. But it makes all the difference, I think. And the case shape, the case is, you know, it's trimmed down a bit, which I like because I got.
Yeah, they trimmed the lungs down a little bit, so that made it a little more aesthetically similar to sort of the original Explorer.
Yeah, definitely.
Sort of,
no, I love it.
So
love it. I had to buy a new gimbal yesterday. I've had the same gimbal for my Gondo streams for a year, and the motors were starting to get thrashed out too much. It's just out of warranty, so I had to buy a new one yesterday, and I'm just testing it out. It's much better, much better. So that's cool.
When you know you've been doing a lot of gonzoing.
That's what I said to the guy. I said, I've burnt these motors out, man. I've been doing too much of it. So unfortunately, just out of warranty, it lasted just a year.
How many other people have worn their motors out? That doesn't sound like something very common.
I wouldn't think so. But they got the use out of it. It's all good.
Bet
And it was on
it's
sale.
more common than you think. Because
I'm betting most people just don't.
Some people use them in more extreme situations where the motors really get worked over, you know, like off-road motorcycles or something, you know, where they're really bouncing around more so than just holding something steady while you walk.
Gimbals, man.
Yeah, man. People put them on
I'm betting
drones.
that I guess maybe. I mean.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see what you mean.
I'm thinking GoPros on motorcycles.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It definitely goes past that. If you want to get higher end photography kind of done, you can do it with a drone and a gimbal, or
definitely on a heavier camera. Heavier camera would create quite a lot of resistance and wear down the motors pretty fast. All mangroves around here, they stink. And mangroves, I don't know if you've got mangroves in the US, but yeah.
Mangroves.
We do on the East Coast. We do on the East Coast and like the Midwest, yeah. Big mangrove, huge mangrove forests where there's basically no water or no ground underneath. It's just like it's 1,000 square miles of trees, but when you get through them, there's no land. It's all just water. It's all swamp.
And looks like the sun's come out a bit there.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Yeah, look at that.
It is a bit. It's still it's so hot. I mean, it's first world problems and all, and it beats being freezing when you go outside. I know that's the opposite where you guys are at the moment. Although, Mike, it doesn't get that cold where you are, does it?
It gets cold.
It freezes every year here.
Wintertime.
In wintertime, we get frosty mornings for about a month, you know. And the occasional extra super duper cold spell where maybe sometimes pipes will freeze and crack if you haven't either left it running ever so slightly or have it insulated. I'll be right back.
On the East Coast, we used to have to let it drip a little bit, just a little drip.
Oh, well, never gets like that here, thankfully. It's funny. So I just got back from Melbourne yesterday. Went to Melbourne just for a couple of days, Doc. A trip interstate for my work, sort of end of year Christmas party. Had a little look around there, which was good.
Yeah, I saw the show yesterday. Watched it late last night.
It was tough to not be run over by a tram while Eddie was just fucking screaming. It was so loud in my ears, man.
My theory is that Eddie cannot really hear much of what's happening on the show, so he's just talking.
It's happening,
and he can't hear.
Yeah, I gathered that. It's so funny. It's like I said, it was a fancy dress party. I dressed up as Willy Wonka, Gene Wilder version. He's like, yeah, Willy Wanker, man. It was fucking great.
I remember that. He had to say it. He said it about 3 or 4 times for you.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to ignore him. So he had to think, oh, you can't hear me.
Yeah, I'll just keep going. It was great. He does have his moments. I think he's got a good heart. Yeah, it's got a good
Willy Wanker, man.
Yeah. That's a nice house there. Could live in that. That's pretty pleasant. So yeah, I was at I don't know if you watched the Time and Tide channel. It was Andrew McCaffrey, an Aussie guy. It's on about time, but he's got a studio sort of shop in Melbourne that I had a look at yesterday, which is pretty good. If you're into micro brands, which not many people are, I know, but that, which was good. And mentioned I'm occasionally on the ArchieLuxury stream. He definitely knew who Archie was, and he gave me a whole set of books that they had. They had these like
That's
really
kind of
nice
cool.
books that they just gave to me, and they gave me 3 copies of that. So that was really good. So when Archie's down there, I'll have to drop in and get free stuff. So anyone down there in Melbourne, just mention that you watch Archie. You love their channel. You subscribe and mention that you have a few of these editions of the Now magazine, and you're missing a few. The guy was just here. Have them. They're like $20 each. Got 3 of them. So guys in Melbourne, head on into Collins Street and check it out. It's well worth a look. Studio Underdog, that UK one that they did a pizza watch. I tried that out, which it actually looks nice in real life than it does.
So I noticed you're walking along the coast there, and then you have a little road there. And I noticed that on this road, people park on both sides in the same direction.
That's fine. Do that here. It's no law. Just
Where
wherever
is
you
this
can
in
it.
Sydney?
Oh, I don't want to say exactly. You can sort of work it out.
This
Sort of
is
near
Richmond's Bay, rich people's bay.
average salary bay. Hen and chicken bay, actually, I think it's called. And
I
that's
just
the
don't get it.
It's very beautiful.
That's the
I guess when they're rich, they can park any way they want.
Exactly. They own the road, Doc.
sometimes.
Because they're parking on both sides of the road in the same direction, which was the opposite direction of the flow of traffic just now. It baffles me.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that, I don't think.
Well, I guess if you're rich, you can do it.
There's a piece of here that looks like it was, I don't know, it's got a vibes of 70s Banghouse and Playboy magazine shoot look to it. It's over on the left. Dates. It looks like it was quite a fancy place.
Oh, that's a Maserati. Hey, that's not a normal car there, Doc. Look at that. That's a Maserati. Maserati. It's Italian for trouble.
There's a certain person in the Archieverse that has a Maserati.
They're not cheap.
No, they aren't. No, they aren't.
It's a Beamer. It
doesn't just look like an old 70s. Got the big gates out the front.
Is this a friend of yours?
Nah.
That's JD's house.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, it's the house.
It's either a friend
with
or you're trespassing.
tutors.
I can't tell which
Yeah,
one.
nah, it's all good. Everyone's friendly enough down here. It's all okay. It's all
Well,
okay. It's a Sunday morning.
What do they think, though, when they see you walking along with a camera?
No one's ever said anything. It's only on odd occasions where you'll see, I guess, when I was at, I did the German car show that day. There was one lady who put her hands over her face when she got in shop, but no one's ever said anything. It's like anything. If you do it, just, you don't put it in people's faces or anything like that.
Don't
People
make an ass of yourself.
do anything. It's just fine. But I'd be reluctant to walk into a shop with it unless I knew the person, which I do. I'd like Fury, that's fine because he knows who I am. And I mentioned when I'm coming, I wouldn't just go in there and have it running. Unless I'm an internet celebrity like Archie and Vacheron, and you fucking walk in wherever you want. What are they going to do?
I must say, this is a very nice neighborhood so far.
No, I was going to say, it's looking very, very pretty there.
JD, you just walked past, like 2 or 3 minutes ago, you walked past something really weird for me, okay? So it's coming up to Christmas, and I saw it was about 5 minutes ago, a snowman.
Snowman?
Yeah.
A lone snowman.
It's just fucking weird. Because it's 30-odd degrees outside, and there's a fucking snowman.
That's common. You'll get used to that. I know it doesn't seem right. But that's a common thing. There are suburbs who really go for it, but around here there's a few streets that put in a bit of effort. But yeah, I understand. Things seem quite right.
Super chat, Archie.
Super chat. Where have you been? Patel Philippe, $5. Doc, if man never went to the moon, what the fuck are those massive UFOs doing flying over Jersey?
It's very simple. Low Earth orbit, baby. Low Earth orbit.
Why would these drones, if they are a spy drone from Russia, why would they have lights on them? It doesn't
called
make
Yeah, that would
Project
be
sense.
called
Bluebeam.
stupid. I mean,
That's
they're not Chinese and they're not Russian. They're American. American.
Doc,
yeah.
Doc, don't you think it's Project Bluebeam?
I don't know about that, but I do think that I think that the Mockingbird, Project Mockingbird's involved in all of this coverage of it. That's what I think. And I really do think it's American-made stuff.
Of course. They
Uh,
know
if
exactly
it,
what it is.
if it weren't, there'd be a little bit more panic from the government.
Yeah, of
And they'd
course.
probably be shooting some of them down.
Yeah, that's lasers. It's like, can't be that hard. They're not that high up.
No, it's not that hard to get them if you really want to get them.
No, but the idea of a Russian spy drone that has little
Using
fucking
bright
lights,
lights
little lights through it, it's just so
flashing
dumb.
at you.
No one said anything about that. Wait,
I am. Here I am.
It's like it's like spotlighting
get
a
me.
deer. America just goes,
Catch
"What
me if
is
you
that?"
can.
Blinded by the light.
Doesn't make any sense. It's a small house. Look at the size of that. That's an entire place. Look at that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You think that's one
Archie's
house?
future mansion.
Yeah.
That's going to be Archie's bro house, streaming lamp, whatever you fucking call it. He's going to have 10 paid employees streaming 24 hours a day in each room.
Inflatable Santa
It's
Claus
rather bland for like a mansion. It ends up looking like a hotel. It's I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, you at least from the outside along the fence line, you probably want to like keep it low key.
Well, but I guess, but it looks a little too utilitarian to me.
From the outside, the inside,
Christmas
the
spirit for Lux.
architecture.
Hey, you got
That's
some
just
got some
fucking
candy
weird.
canes for you. There you
There you
go.
go.
It is
Little
so
Santa
fucking
Claus.
hot.
Yeah.
It's so hot out here. You got no
That
idea.
is so fucking tacky. You got that beautiful house and a tacky thing in the fucking garden.
It's just for the kids, Lux. Don't be so mean.
I think
Fuck the kids.
Christmas lights is all you need. Christmas lights is probably all you need. The rest of it's, but you're right. Sometimes people do it for their own children or their grandchildren.
Yeah.
Santa's not even fucking real.
We're gonna go and sit down. It's so hot. I'll catch you
Well,
later, guys.
what are you talking
What?
about? What you talking about, Willis?
It's so hot. So hot.
What do you
Santa's
mean
not
it's not
fucking
real?
real.
Santa's
What?
real. What the fuck?
No,
you
he's
talking about,
not.
Willis?
Who told you that, Lux? What are you talking about?
I prove to me that Santa's real.
He was born with when the three wise men found him in that manger, and they took him to the North Pole and they raised him, and he learned how to make toys really fast and deliver them really fast, and that's
Exactly.
and Christmas is the celebration of Santa's birthday. So don't you tell me there's no Santa Claus. He's real.
Hey,
And
I wanted to ask you
Santa
guys
Claus is
something. I
more
wanted to
real than
ask
the
you
moon
guys,
landing.
now that we're
Way
talking
more real.
about presents, Doc and Luxy. You know how you have a
Mike?
magician who says, "I grant you 3 wishes," okay? And you say, "Well, I'll have a Lamborghini," okay?
Well, okay.
Now, does that mean that this magician, he creates a Lamborghini from scratch? Like, would you have warranty from Lamborghini? Would you have like serial numbers on the engine and stuff like that, or would it
Actually,
all
I
be
think
blank?
you're taking this a bit too seriously. When the
I
fun
think it's
starts,
more fun.
fucking
What if you
stuff.
imagine you say you get 3 wishes and you say, okay, I'd like a Lamborghini, and they give you this Lamborghini that turns out to be stolen from someone else. So now you're
Yes.
driving a
Be careful
Lamborghini
what
and the
you
cops
wish
pull you
for.
over. Yeah, they pull you over. How'd you get this Lamborghini? A genie gave it to me. Okay, sir, we're gonna have to take you in.
Yes.
Super chats.
I won it in the
Super
clearinghouse
Super chats.
sweepstakes.
Nice Mercedes Benz. Patel Philippe, $5. $5. Mike the
Why do you
Snake.
take it off the screen? I literally put it
Sorry.
on. There it is.
Sorry. Mike the Snake, $5. Do you know the Mohenjo-Daro story from Ancient Aliens?
Mohenjo-Daro.
Yes. Yes, he
yes,
does. He knows
I've
it.
seen.
You know
I've
all
seen
about
the show.
He knows
yeah,
it
I've
and he
watched
knows
the
how to
show
pronounce it.
many times.
I would like. Can you go back, Mikey? Sorry to interrupt. Can you tell us the correct pronunciation and then say no? I'd never heard of it.
I
I
can't
wanted
say
you
that
to
because
do
I've heard
that.
of it. It's
He's going to say,
Mohenjo-Daro.
"Oh, you mean Mohenjo-Daro?" No, I never heard of it.
Yeah, no, I never heard of that. Yeah, that's what I wanted
Exactly.
them to do.
Okay, night, guys. I'll catch you later. See you later. Don't lean on the glass. Words
Oh
to live
shit!
by. See ya.
Hey, see
Have
you
fun.
later.
There's still some
See you,
sunshine
man.
left.
Ooh, it's
Sorry for
very hot.
interrupting you, Mikey. How do you pronounce it? Mohen what?
Mohenjo-Daro. I'm not sure. There's a number of places where there are these ruins where there's stonework that was done to such accuracy and degree that we couldn't even mimic it today. And the movement of 100-ton stones and stones that are shaped in obviously molded into place, and I think Mohenjo-Daro is one of those places. That's if I'm not
Sounds
mistaken.
it sounds like where they have the stones that are thousands of tons brought from a quarry nearby, but no one can figure out how they got them from the quarry because they're so heavy.
It's more than it's like 50 miles away or 100 miles away.
And the fact that they are placed without, I think it's without mortar, but they're cut in such a way that they don't move because of the tolerance of the cuts, which again they can't figure out. How did you do that?
Yeah, they can't figure out how they molded the stones to all fit with like no gap. You know, can't put a piece of paper in between anywhere, any place. They're so perfectly 90 degrees and molded into place. You know, so they had some technology that was allowed them to melt and mold stones into shape or something. And
well, they could have just been cut using methods we're not aware of. We don't understand.
Yeah, sure, that too. Who knows? I mean, it's all speculation. We don't know. And when we asked the locals,
maybe Santa Claus did it.
Yeah, so maybe Santa Claus did it. The locals always just say the people from the stars that came from the stars built it.
Well, the good thing is that Santa Claus goes all over the world, so he could have done it during his lunch break.
He hits the alien planets too.
Oh fuck! I never heard that before, Mike.
I didn't hear that.
Man, that's an alien Santa too, man. Fucking A, man.
Alien Santas.
You gotta get up on your Santa knowledge, man.
Fuck, the kids in the alien world can't be left out, can they?
Alien Santa. That makes for an interesting book or movie. Alien Santa.
That could. Fuck, Mikey, you're like a genius.
Yeah,
the day Santa Claus stood still.
No, they would take and make a comedy out of it or something and ruin it.
Yeah. You know what they can do?
I'm
serious. They can make a comedy in the sense of the alien Santa Claus is fighting over the patch of our Santa Claus, and they're like, "Hey, you went to the fucking moon to deliver to the astronauts. Well, that's our fucking patch. We own this fucking
start a
moon."
whole interstellar war over Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Super chat.
I wonder if Santa Claus looks like a cat, sort of like my avatar.
Here we go. We got a super chat. Lux, why so hard to travel to Bhutan, the happiest place on earth? $5.
That's easy. That's why it's the happiest place on earth, because no fucking can get to the place. They got their own little piece of paradise, and they make it hard for anyone to get there. I'm actually planning to go to Bhutan.
Is that the place where you have to walk along those
not far from
cliff edge
Himalayan
trails?
mountains.
Not far from where?
Himalayan mountains.
Oh, so it's like near
Nepal.
So it's like an
yeah,
alternative to
Nepal.
Mount Everest.
It's like Everest, near Everest, or in the same range.
It's a happier version of Mount Everest.
Well, when I say not far from the Himalayas, I just googled it. It is actually on the Himalayan mountains.
That means it's really not far. It's really close.
I hear.
So it must be the elevation that makes it hard to travel there.
Yeah, it's in the mountains.
I think anywhere in the mountains there is hard going.
Wow, look at this.
The
funny
you know,
thing
some of the most beautiful ladies come from
It gets
Bhutan.
higher. You've got to climatize. Oh, the women are beautiful there. Look at
Yeah,
that.
they're very beautiful. I met some ladies from Bhutan in the airport in China, and they're very stunning. Absolutely stunning.
It's like Mongolian ladies too. They can be very attractive.
Yes, yes.
You know, one thing I find
I'll have to vacation there.
You can be a citizen. Look, you can buy citizenship. Bhutan residency and citizenship investment.
How much?
I'll check. It's probably about $200,000.
And Lux, while you're checking, how many ladies do you get in the package?
I'll check.
We can talk about it off air.
No problem.
I just got Tan has sent me a picture. I'm just going to run this picture up on the screen.
Meanwhile, I've made some personal notes about Bhutan.
Oh, I think it's a. Look at that. What do you think of that? What the fuck?
No, that's not the real Santa.
That's alien Santa. Yeah.
That's creepy Santa.
Who looks a lot like the Grinch, by the way. A lot like the Grinch, but we're going to go with alien Santa.
He's too skinny.
Well, you know, it's the alien part.
Where's his beard? He doesn't have a fucking beard.
Aliens aren't able to grow a beard. They don't have any hair on their body.
Is that true?
Yeah, aliens don't have hair.
Why?
Well, not all aliens, Doc.
Well, we're not talking illegal aliens. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about aliens. Like, you know.
I'm Googling.
We're trying to keep it politically correct. Yeah. And you never know. Rancher might be watching. You know, you don't want to upset him.
I have actually found an alien with fucking hair.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Sure.
I don't know if you can handle it, to be honest.
Okay.
Apparently, you can't either.
All right, here we go.
Having second thoughts.
Yeah, I am actually.
Or your computers. Is that an alien or a monkey?
I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but hey.
Well, it could be.
You got an old alien with hair. She's about to croak.
That just doesn't look right. You know, just doesn't look right. Ends up looking like Star Wars or something. See that well, you're right. There is a little bit of hair up there, huh?
Is there? Where?
Up on the top.
No.
Is that hair?
No, there's like indentations in the skin.
Well, then he doesn't have any hair. He or she, can't really tell.
I think it's a woman.
It is a woman?
I think so. Wake up, Archie.
Are you frozen, Archie? Or ooh,
That was really
Sorry?
good. You were so completely
Frozen.
still. It could have been
I
frozen,
like
but it
that
wasn't.
cat. I like that space cat.
I don't know what's happening. I couldn't get my screen to work where I can pull up all the different avatars I have. Instead, it's stuck on this.
Oh, okay.
Eh,
I got to
it's not
tell you,
terrible.
there's aliens. These aliens, the biggest thing they got to be careful of us is this humans.
We are the aliens.
Yes.
It sounds
actually
like
being serious.
Sting. Sting had that song where he's an alien. I'm an illegal alien. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to tell you guys,
this cat looks a little too large for the astronaut. I think that's Photoshop.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's been a great show today, guys. I want to thank everyone.
What are you doing? What are you
Well,
doing?
before you start thanking people, you have to remind people to hit the thumbs up and show appreciation for the show.
And you still got 10 minutes to go, Archie.
That's it.
10 minutes to go.
Patel Philippe,
yeah,
$2.
you got 10 minutes to go.
AC3, did your auntie ever relay a message from the aliens? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. No messages. Oh, yes, my auntie. That's my auntie, my dad's sister. Yes. She said she was abducted. That's what she said.
Abducted by aliens?
She said she couldn't account for 16 hours one day, in a week one time.
Ooh. Is she married?
Yep. Yes.
Was she drunk?
No, and she's actually got a PhD, just out of interest, if you wanted to know something as well in education.
Did your uncle buy the story? Did he accept that? Okay, you don't know what happened? Okay, that's fine. It was aliens.
Is this the excuse for hanging around with a random guy down the road?
It sounds like a milkman excuse, kind of.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I was abducted, and
yeah,
the last 16
been away
hours,
for 16 hours. Sorry,
they were all evaporated from my mind.
Mm.
The milkman? What milkman? What are you talking about?
No, it was the alien that impregnated me.
You know, there's true stories of that. I mean, I know
I
we're
know.
joking about the milkman, but there's a YouTube video where a guy he's in his later 70s, and he had just found out that his grown 40-year-old children were not biologically his children, that his wife lied to him, and then he got a divorce in his late 70s. Imagine that.
You think you'd just let it ride, wouldn't you?
Well, it's easy to say that when it's not happening to you, right? But I would imagine if it happens to you, I don't know what's more painful, to find out that your wife cheated and had some kids when maybe the kids are 1 year old, and you say, well, I think I'd like a divorce, you know? Or to go 50 years or 40 years and then find out. And then everything is in upheaval and you get a divorce. I really don't know which, but he was very emotional in the video. He started crying towards the end. He was angry at the beginning. He's telling his story, and then he starts crying at the end.
Well, it is very sad, don't you think?
It was traumatic for him, is what it was. And then he said the only consolation is they're a bunch of, he says they're a bunch of shits. So at least I didn't do it. Because apparently there's he said there were, I think it was 2 of them, and both of them were living off of him, and they didn't have jobs in their 40s. It's pretty amazing.
Bloody hell.
Super chat.
Maybe he
Anyway,
enabled them,
that's
but
kind of a downer.
Maybe he enabled them, but you know what I mean?
I don't know, but I'm realizing it's not the thing I should have brought up at the end of the show like that. Sorry, I did.
Patel Philippe, $5. If the TPG blackout ended up being due to alien abduction, would you have given him a pass? Given him a pass in the past?
I don't think that would work in federal court either, you know.
JD joins us again.
Just
Hey,
brief.
JD.
Ah, here we go. This is going to
just-
boost our spirits.
Just briefly, this used to be, I mentioned Willy Wonka dressing up in the costume party. This used to be the Nestle chocolate factory, the largest chocolate factory in the
Now,
southern
this looks like
hemisphere,
a
and that's the
mansion.
house that's still there. It's kind of
This-
nice.
this
That's
is more
what I'm
like
talking
it.
about. That's what I'm talking about.
Can you knock on the door and ask him if you got any spare Nestle chocolate, please?
Yeah, I think
Now,
that's
now
all
that's
smells like.
architecture there. That's
Pretty nice.
architecture.
The guy who lives in it, he's a lecturer at the university, I believe. So there you go. Brains do pay.
I wonder how he affords it.
I'd say no. Could be family money. I don't know.
That's
But
true.
it's,
It could be family money. You're right.
It's pretty good because you got all this empty space at the front of it, all this grass. So you could have a helicopter land if you needed to. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
but that's not his land at the front, right?
No, it's common land.
This is part of the park, right?
Yeah, it's part of the resort sort of.
So that's an
living
awesome view,
thing.
though, from your porch. You get to see this nice green, and then the water with the boats. That's an awesome view from.
And then
mansion.
some condo development company just buys this piece of land and makes
builds a condo in front. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
They probably have some law that says you can't build there because the rich person is saying, no, I want to have my view. I want to keep my view.
But it's good that they kept it because I think it was sort of like an industrial park there for a while and they redeveloped it about 25 years ago.
Maybe there's a
original
secret
house.
tunnel from that house all the way to the ocean.
Where the
It is interesting how all those condos wrap around that mansion, though.
Yeah.
Not a coincidence.
Some gonzo streamer might live in one of these apartments back there, but there you go. Yeah, chocolate factory, Australia's largest chocolate factory in
what era?
1830. So let's see, where am I?
1800s, maybe, huh?
1800s.
So
Nestle
maybe all
acquired the
those
site.
little houses were the
1818.
workers' places. I mean, that land where the houses, the little
They
houses.
probably tore all those down and then they built those newer ones.
Or industrial sort of thing going on. The house is just in the middle there. So 1918, Nestle acquired the site for the construction of the largest chocolate factory in Australia. There you go. There you go. So this is a dream for you, Lux. You live in a chocolate factory.
Yeah, but I fucking hate Nestle. They're evil.
You're at the
They are
source.
evil fuckers.
I could see Lux just kind of passed out with chocolate running out of.
No, I fucking hate Nestle. They're evil.
Why's that?
They're the fucking most evil company in the world. Have you not
Nestle?
heard about the baby powder and shit like that?
Baby powder.
A building in front of you.
They would start. I heard a story. I don't know all the details to my top of my head right now, but Doc will be able to fill in the gaps. I heard a story that they were going into hospitals and grabbing the babies off the mother's teats and saying, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you giving them this shit? Have a year's worth of free baby powder on me."
Oh yes, the baby
pretty
formula
much,
you're talking about.
enticing mothers to not give them.
We call it baby
formula.
formula over here in the States.
Yeah. Can you give us the more details, Doc, on that story? Do you remember it?
Well, it's not quite the way you're describing it, but they certainly push for this notion that baby formula is better than breastfeeding. And certainly, you know, women who are working or just don't want to be bothered, they want to embrace this idea that it's better. So no one was really researching to realize that actually breastfeeding is better. But certainly they made a lot of money on baby formula.
And this is why kids I shouldn't put a blanket statement, but some people some kids have immunity issues because they're not getting the benefits of the mother's milk and you know, immune being transferred
breast
over.
milk has many qualities to it.
I know.
Well, children who are who are provided formula rather than breast milk statistically are more likely to be obese and also to have immune deficiencies. You are correct. Statistically, we can't say it's because of the formula, but statistically, that's what happens.
Jilden in the chat says, Luxy, who the fuck cares? I fucking care.
He's planning to have children and he's pushing his wife to breastfeed.
Oh no, she's happy about that. She agrees with me. I wouldn't be with her if she wasn't on my wavelength.
That was one of the questions. Are you going to breastfeed your kids or use baby formula?
Yes.
Oh, breastfeed.
Yeah, she said she answered, yeah, breastfeed.
You answered correct on question 97. Yeah. Let's go to the next one.
Exactly.
Almost finished. Almost finished. 3 more to go. Makes one wonder about all the different questions you had, Lux. All the questions.
Right, I'm gonna go again. See you, Doc. See you, Lux. See you,
Thanks
Mike.
for
See you,
coming
Arch.
back.
See you
This
guys.
is
Bye-bye.
excellent.
Thank you.
No worries, man. Glad the gimbal works. Nice and
For
steady. See you, boys. Bye.
It's a nice view. He's a nice
go.
area he's in there. Very nice area.
It's too bad. Not too bad. See you guys. Bye.
Take it easy, JD.
For a PayPal payment of $1,000, you may be able to get a copy of Lux's questionnaire to his future wife at that time.
All 100 questions?
Oh, it's more than a fucking 100 questions.
Oh, we stand corrected.
Guys, I got to wrap the show up a bit early today. But
what are you talking about? It's 2 minutes overtime. This is not early. This is late.
2 minutes over the 3 hours.
I want to thank everybody who has super chatted. I want to go through that list, and don't forget to thumbs up, like the video. Please do that. Let's go through the super chatters. We had Patel Philippe. We need you, Patel Philippe. Darth Nagus, Patel Philippe, Sam Davidson, JT, Patel Philippe, fella, Panerai Ferrari, Patel Philippe, fella, Patel Philippe, fella, Patel Philippe, $20, thank you, fella, Patel Philippe, John C, Patel Philippe, fella, Patel Philippe, John C, fella, Patel Philippe, fella, Patel Philippe, fella, JD Montreal, Vincent George, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Rich Mitch, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Huff on Smash, Patel Philippe, Huff on Smash, Vincent B, Jefferson Exotic, Apes, Tap 1999, Patel Philippe, and Patel Philippe. Guys, that's the show for today. We'll be back tomorrow.
Really quickly.
I love you all.
Really quickly. You were talking about your hair watching some of those older videos. And I showed my sister the video I made of you playing the guitar.
Yes.
And she says, wow, he looks really good like that. I love his hair. So something to think about. Bless.
Thank you so much. Guys, that's the show. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.
See you, man. Have a good night.